Warning, satirical content ahead. This show is a work of satire, designed to entertain and provoke thought through humor and exaggeration. The content, characters, and events portrayed are fictional and often exaggerated for comedic effect. Please be aware that the information presented may not always be factual or accurate. Always fact-check information while enjoying the satirical content. Remember to fact-check any claims or statements that seem suspicious or unbelievable. Reliable sources and verified info are crucial for forming accurate opinions and making informed decisions. Stay critical, stay curious, and always seek the truth.
Welcome to the Shawn Juice Show. I'm your host, Shawn Juice. Thank you. We got a banger of a show tonight, man. NFL or wwNFLe. Is it scripted? What do you guys think? After some of these clips I've been seeing, man, I was like, honestly, I'm thinking it's WWE. I honestly have to think that. What else? Oh, Venezuela. Was it a stage? Was it all stage? You know, that's a question we get into tonight. That's another question. Dan Bongino's back to podcasting. He left the FBI. You know, what did he accomplish? I don't know. We can find out a little bit. Yeah. And I don't know. Got a long show probably. Too many clips. Too little time. And I'll get right into it and hope you guys enjoy the show. And if you guys are new, follow, subscribe, whatever. Go live on Spotify. Got it on Rumble. Yeah. So let's get into this. So here it is. 0 win. Flag unmoving. Ball changes direction anyway. People can argue physics all day, but the tape doesn't. And yes, number 33. NFL rigged. Fake sports. Here we go. The Ravens' kick is no good, and the Steelers are playoff bound. Let's watch this clip.
Snap good. Hold it. The kick is no good. It is wide right. And the Steelers are the champions of the North. Snap good. Hold it. The kick is no good. It is wide right. And the Steelers
What do you guys think?
Are the champions of the North.
I heard this guy is one of the league's top kickers. I don't follow NFL a lot, but I got to talk about it, right? It's, you know, it's pretty much the West. It's you know, it's our Coliseum, right? It's our every Sunday, any given Sunday, right? It's our you know, we got to talk about it. So what do you guys think? You guys think this was rigged? I mean, was this kick? Is this guy? I mean, how far away is this guy? 20 yards? What is this? How far? Oh, maybe a little bit farther. Yeah. What do we got here? 10, 20. That might have been 25, 30. But anyways, I don't know. You tinfoil wearing hat people are hilarious. Just further proves the point that you don't know shit about football. He clearly kicked the ball in the lower right part of the ball, which made the kick veer to the right of the spin. Okay, well, that's what that one guy says. So here we got the top chat, your live chat. Got that going. You guys want to chat in here? NFL or WWE NFL clown. Magnetic football disguised as a sport to steal the hard-working man's money. What is done in the dark will come to light. NFL rigged. And a lot of stuff I talk about with, you know, I talk about people and chat with them about is, you know, one thing we came across was the The NBA, right? The NBA. You know, what was happening there? How much money was, how much money did, Chauncey Billups, right? It was like, what the? So if they're doing it there at the NBA, why can't they be doing it at NFL? Why can't it happen at NHL? Who knows? Was all rigged? We don't know for certain. But some of this shit is so questionable that you have to start asking the questions. Another instance of the kick.
The extra point from Boswell. Twisting, no good! No good! He missed the extra point.
Oh, that was Steelers. So they're both kicking stuff. Like, what's going on here? So this wasn't Ravens. That was the Steelers, but they're both missing. What the hell is going on? Crazy enough, a priest put holy water in the end zone during pregame too. So I heard about some fake priests blessing the field during a ritual before the WWE match. I couldn't help but notice the satanic ritual numbers behind him. NFL rigged. So yeah, here we go. This is Green Bay. Now keep in mind this play. So this FBI, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. Green Bay was down 16-0 and call a timeout with 1 second left to kick a field goal for 3 points. They were 13.5 point underdog to Minnesota. So all of a sudden, just call timeout. Let's kick the ball.
Good snap, good hold, and the Packers are going to get on the
These people are like, no guys, like, what the hell? Why?
board. 6.
Why get on the board?
3, your final.
Just take a knee. That's what I don't understand. The game's over. You're not gonna win. Does the guy like, oh come on, boss, put me in. I need this point. I need these 3 points. What does it matter? But it matters to Vegas. You make the call. Hey, timeout. Kick that damn field goal. We need it right now.
Good snap, good hold.
So, I don't know. You guys make your own decision. This next, I'm pretty sure this next clip, this is like a compilation of everything put together of all the shit that's kind of like makes you go, yeah, that shit's scripted. yeah, that shit's really scripted. That's like looking at it, yeah. Hold on, false start behind the Lions, behind Dan Campbell. False start, called false start. We'll probably see that. I bet. There, let's see. Go to the next one. Oh no, never mind. This is still another play. If you think the ball is manipulated, here I'll show you it is. Look at the orange flag. There is no air. It's still. How is it the ball grabs such weird effect? Seriously, are you that ignorant? Yeah, there's no wind. I don't know. I'm not a big football player. I'm not following it. Every time an NPC shows up to say that I lost my bet, I haven't kicked a ball. This. They get blocked. Come on, NPCs. I gift you a nice block. Here, retards. I don't want poor ignorant people. La la la. Circle like always, brother. So this is the next one. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, we got another clip before that one I was talking about. Anyways, this was at Ravens Pittsburgh game. Ravens female fan threw a drink in the face of a Steeler fan in front of his son. I'm not sure what happened here. Let's listen.
I'm not doing anything.
Don't run in your mouth. Wait, let's come over here.
How dare you talk about my team of millions of dollars players that I come here and I spent $300 to get these lousy fucking seats when I could have just watched it on TV. Okay? You shut up. I like the Ravens.
It's good. Oh, shit.
Oh, hold on. Was it?
Doing anything.
Oh, wait. What? It's...
Don't run in your mouth. Wait, let's come over here.
It's good.
Christ, make the kid cry. What did this guy say?
Chill out, man. Chill out. Everybody don't hit nobody, man. Chill out, though, yo. Everybody don't touch him. Chill out, yo.
Chill out, yo. I don't see him doing anything. He was sitting there chilling out. It's people in front of him that were flipping out.
Get the fuck out. Don't touch her, yo. I'm not fucking touching shit. I ain't touching fucking nothing.
Don't touch that guy, man. Get on my fucking face with that camera. This is a private event.
Get the fuck out of here. Relax. I ain't fucking touching.
I paid tickets to be here.
Relax, yo. Get fucking get your fucking ass out of here. Fucking bitch. Fucking. Get the fuck out of here.
Get her out of here. Exactly right. He's doing what's right. Get her out of here.
Chill out. Chill out. We got the bonus coming. Look at you, man. We got this, man. Relax, bro. Then fucking leave. What are you gonna do? Stay fucking leave. Keep him back there. Fucking leave. We got her. We gonna fuck this bitch. We gonna get her, yo. Get the fuck out of here. We got this, man. Fuck you. We gonna die, yo. You gonna die.
Time to get escorted out. Reminds me of that Karen that stole the fucking ball from that kid.
I know it was a female, but it ain't gonna be female.
It was a female, bro. Just stop getting in the guy's face then. He's not doing anything wrong.
I know. We good. Right. We good. We nobody touch you, man. Nobody touch you.
Get her the fuck out of here. Bullshit is the cop. You're gonna escort her out? You got it. You better escort that bitch out. Oh, they don't show it. I wonder what he said to provoke her. Bunch of white knights coming to rescue for a girl with no chin. Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Get rid of that woman, ban her for life. I feel terrible for that boy. Shame on the woman, but shame on that dad for not thinking about his son first. It's going to stick with him the rest of his life. Both these guys are losers. The guy acting like this in front of his kid. This is a super old video. Nice bait. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Anyways, here we go. This is what you've been waiting for. The compilation of every rigged NFL game for the 2025-26 regular season. Which one was the most rigged? Let's find out.
That's good. Hold it. The kick is no good.
Oh God! Why you gotta play music? Why you gotta play your music, man? I don't want to listen to stupid music while I'm trying to watch these scenes.
Wide right. 4 seconds left.
You got Bears, San Francisco.
Second and goal. Here is Williams. He's got to throw it to the end zone. Clock is expired.
I can't get it.
Williams keeps the play alive. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it. Retreating. He throws.
God dang it, dude. Okay, hold on. What you got here? I don't think I'm just gonna play this without. I don't want to listen to music. So we got Green Bay, Chicago. He's got quarterback throws it, end zone. There's definitely a pass interference. Catches it. They're saying good. I don't like it. He caught it. He's good. Evidently, was it? Oh, that. Let's see here. I want to see if he kind of. Sweet. Oh no! Might not have possession of the ball. Hit the ground. Could be. Possibly. That's probably what they were saying. Okay, what do we got here? LA. And we got Philadelphia Eagles. Eagle quarterback has it. In. That was a. Was it a flag on that play? What was that? Oh, it's a 2-point try. Okay, so they win the game then instead of going for 1. Okay, Buffalo kicks a 3 there against Baltimore. LA again against. Oh, is that Seahawks? Maybe I got that one wrong. That was Seahawks. That's what it was. But sorry. Now Rams against Philadelphia. Field goal block. Oh, that guy didn't even look like he was trying. Let me see here. Let me try to look at that again. Maybe. Maybe it was a good block. They run it all the way back. Nice. If this is a compilation of all the games, this is a 2-minute video. What the hell? Let me see here. Got some music going still. Let me listen. Jeez, dude. Is there a video of this without music? Bears versus Bengals. Get it in there. Fourth quarter. Touchdown. Oh, he can't get up. Dang. I guess that was a good play. Was that Jaguars versus Kansas City? Get in there. He fucking tripped. The quarterback tripped and then got up and then ran it in. I got Jets versus. Is that supposed to be the Redskins or what the hell is that? What fucking team is that? I don't know what team that is. You guys know what that is? Is that Buccaneers? It's gotta be Buccaneers. It's gotta be Buccaneers. That's what it was. It's Jets versus Buccaneers. Field goal kicked. There you go. Jets versus Steelers. Oh, are they calling that a fumble? What was that? Pick that up. Buffalo Bills, Bengals. Saints versus Jaguars. I don't know, my teams are probably messed up here, to be honest with you. New York versus Dallas Cowboys. Overtime. I'm not seeing anything questionable. These look like legit plays here. I don't know. You guys can look at it again. If you want to see this one, post it. I'm not listening to the music. I wish there was a video without music. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's this? So this upcoming game. For whatever reason, Google is showing that the Steelers defeated the Texans this coming Monday with the date by a score of 21-14. Steelers, Texans, NFL, WWE. So, January 12th, 14-21. Final. That's kind of weird. This image displays the final score of the NFL wildcard game between the Houston Texans and Pittsburgh Steelers on January 12th, 2026. Pittsburgh Steelers defeat the Houston Texans with a final score of 21-14. The game was a wildcard round playoff matchups for the 2025 NFL season. The game was played at the stadium of Pittsburgh. The Texans entered the game with a 12-5 record, while the Steelers had a 10-7 record. So, I don't know, guys. I guess we'll see. Pittsburgh Steelers have not lost at home on Monday Night Football in 33 years. The media is not talking about this at all. What do you think they'll book for the Steelers, Texans? There you go, guys. I don't know about that. Okay. Then I get done with this. What's this video about? Oh, January 6th. Let's see what this. Warning. This video includes explicit language and graphic violence.
You are enemies of the United States of America! What takes it?
So supposedly debunking January 6th miss. Hold on.
Do? We fucking disarm them, and then we storm the fucking Capitol!
Now, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with storming the Capitol, to be honest with you. I just think they did it wrong. I think they should have their Second Amendment, and we go in there and you disband Congress because of what the hell they're doing right now. They have literally destroyed this country. They have destroyed this country. Why we sit there and just take it as the American people just sit there and take it. Like, we are just taking it. And we're just getting it straight up. We're bent over and we're just getting it rammed up there, man. And they're taking our, all our tax money, going to overseas, going to foreign entities, war criminals. And yeah, we're just sitting here like, okay, yeah. And I talked to the younger generation, they don't care. No, it doesn't bother me. Not like you're going to change anything. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, one thing you can do about it is just speak up. You know, fucking how much money went to Minnesota's Somalian daycares centers where supposedly were all these kids? I mean, that's only one case of this shit. That's one state. How many states do we have? I heard of in Texas, there's some small town where they're giving $4 million to Israel, and the town's like, we don't want to give that money to Israel anymore. We want to use that on our roads, our schools, our fire departments, our police station. And then Governor Abbott or whatever, he's like, yeah, no, if you do that, that's anti-Semitic. You still have to send the money to Israel. What? Because I want to keep my fucking money here. We want to keep American taxpayer money in America. That's anti-Semitic? How does that make sense? So anyways, I guess we'll watch a little bit more of this video. But yeah, I think they did it right. They should have just went there. They should have never left. Remember, we stand together in unity. Like, we can never be defeated.
The January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol was 5 years ago, and there are still some myths about the riot that will not go away. Like the idea that the rioters were unarmed.
I don't care if they weren't unarmed, to be honest with you. I think it's right. I think it's a right to carry weapons. You protect yourself.
Carbon fiber knuckles.
Especially the Second Amendment. I think everybody should be carrying a gun.
Matching hatchets. And a little bit of excitement.
At NPR, we've obtained and reviewed thousands of videos.
I still remember somebody took a shot at Nancy Pelosi's desk. I don't know if that was true, but that was hilarious.
Videos from the January 6th court cases. Those videos show how many people brought weapons, plus body armor and gas masks.
We need weapons. We need strong, angry patriots to help our boys.
Yeah. Except guess what? It was one day. Everybody's got to go back to work Monday, so nobody cares. You know, you can only do so much. That's the thing. It's like, if you truly believe in your cause, you risk everything. You give up everything for your cause, right? That's what you have to do.
They use those weapons to assault police and break through police lines.
Cruiser 50, 86 on us, 2 more, Harlem
They assault police. It looks like police are moving the barricades.
ASAP. We have multiple MPD injuries, multiple capital injuries.
The weapons included things like clubs, poles, a hockey stick, a pair of metal crutches, fire extinguishers. At one point, rioters even used some kind of incendiary device, like a firecracker.
Oh, that was not an incendiary device. Fucking incendiary device starts fires. That looked like a fucking giant, like a fucking poppet or something almost.
Police found knives. Ashley Babbitt, the rioter who was shot
Yeah,
and
you probably shouldn't be bringing that knife in there. I don't know. But, like, I think you're allowed to bring your firearm, aren't you? Right, you should be able to bring your firearm in the Capitol buildings. Second Amendment. That's what it means.
killed by police trying to breach a barricaded door, also had a knife. Some people even brought stun guns. One rioter used a stun gun on Officer Michael Fanone's neck.
I want to find a little bit because I'm going to go to Grok here, so I want to find out about this. Hey, Grok, when it comes to January 6th in the Capitol building, are you allowed to go in the Capitol building?
I can talk about January 6th and the Capitol, but let's clarify. I'm guessing you're asking about people going into the U.S. Capitol building, not me personally, since I'm just a voice here. Public access is restricted now, especially after the 2021 events. You need a tour pass.
Okay, but that's not what I was asking. Were you able to go into the Capitol building?
No, I wasn't there.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about as like a person in general before they changed the rules. Were you able to just walk into the Capitol building?
Yeah, back then, you could enter the Capitol with a visitor's pass from a member of Congress or their office. No appointment needed for the basic tours. Security checked you at the door, like an airport scan. But once cleared, folks wandered around the public areas. Post January 6th, it's tightened up. Tours are by appointment only, and access is way stricter for obvious reasons.
Are you not allowed to bring firearms into any government building?
Laws vary by building, but in the Capitol, firearms are totally banned for everyone: visitors, staff, even some law enforcement unless they're on duty. Most federal buildings follow similar rules under Title 18, United States Code, Section 931. No guns inside without special authorization. State capitals might differ a bit, but generally, it's a no-go. Check local signs or websites to be sure.
Okay. So if everybody that arrived at January 6th wanted to go in the Capitol building at that time, they could have with a visitor pass?
Technically, yes, but getting a visitor pass required lining up at a congressional office first, and they weren't handing them out to crowds. Those were for scheduled tours, usually small groups. On January 6th itself, things spiraled because barriers were breached early. Most folks didn't have legit passes anyway. Rules existed, but enforcement collapsed quick.
Did enforcement collapse because they believed that the people should have had the right to go into the Capitol building to maybe say their grievances?
That's one way to spin it, but records show law enforcement was overwhelmed, understaffed, poor coordination, maybe some hesitation early on. Still, the idea that crowds deserved entry because of grievances? Legally, no. Peaceful protest outside? Sure. First Amendment protects that. Storming in, though? That's trespassing, plain and simple. Pass or no pass.
Well, is the government building our building? Do the people own it?
Yeah, the Capitol's a weird one. It's government property, sure, but not exactly owned by the people like private land. Congress controls it, funded by taxpayers, so in a sense, we all do. Architecturally, totally odd. That massive dome, rotunda, marble halls, built in 1800, renovated tons. Feels like a museum.
So it's the people's building. If the taxpayers are paying for it, then we own it.
Well, owning something and barging in are two different things, right? You pay taxes, so yeah, it's funded by us collectively. But it's not like your house. Access is regulated
well, we don't
by...
own our house. We pay taxes on that, right? Oh shit, we're in a loophole here.
Taxes go toward maintaining it, sure, but that doesn't grant you a key. It's like saying since you pay highway tolls, you can repaint the bridge. No loophole. Ownership's in the government, stewardship in the people through votes, not through kicking down doors.
Yeah. Okay.
While he was surrounded by the mob, Fanone was knocked unconscious, and doctors would later determine that he had a heart attack. Some rioters took weapons from police, like these batons and this police shield.
You just stole a riot shield?
Yeah. You just stole a riot shield? Yeah, I just took it. I just took fucking riot shield.
Oh.
That shield was used during the first breach of the Capitol building. Some of the most effective weapons used by rioters were chemical sprays, like pepper spray and bear spray. Cops were blinded and forced to retreat. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick was hit by a chemical spray. He collapsed that night and died the next day. His official cause of death was 2 strokes. His family blames the riot. Now, there are people, like President Donald Trump, who claim that the January 6th rioters did not have guns.
There were no guns down there. We didn't have guns. The others had guns.
That is just not true. Before January 6th, defendants posted online and talked with each other about bringing guns to Washington, D.C.
Some of the people, FBI agents that were in the crowd that had guns, probably.
Get with your local militia, get your large group together, and start moving to D.C. armed.
Some defendants.
There you go. That's what they probably should have did.
Kept rifles back in their hotel rooms. Guy Reffitt brought an AR-15 style rifle to his hotel and a handgun to Capitol grounds and bragged about it.
When did they start shooting?
Okay. Our hell rain of fire comes back because every one of my guys are here. And I can assure you they came in hot. So
all right, who cares if you're outside the Capitol building, right? You coming out.
Another cop found ammunition.
I found a magazine. We're housing it.
Federal prosecutors alleged that one man fired his gun into the air from scaffolding near the Capitol. He pleaded not guilty, but he never went to trial because of Trump's mass pardons for January 6th defendants. Because so few people were arrested or searched for weapons.
I don't honestly think that was that big of a deal, to be honest with you. You're pissed off. I mean, I think something probably worse should probably happen right now. I mean, this way they've been screwing us. Anyways, let's keep moving on here. So, another thing, I feel attacked by this. Least attractive male hobbies: playing video games, collecting figurines, crypto, online trolling. Number 5, gambling. Oh, maybe no, I put number 6 there. My wife says podcasts. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Okay, we are cooked. Yeah, we are absolutely cooked.
Yeah, we're cooked, all right. Okay, here we go. What's this? Matt Gaetz, National Council of Resistance to Iran, criticized Mossad involvement in protests, reflected in a Mike Pompeo ex-post. Okay, let's see what this is.
Does the National Council of Resistance support Mossad's participation, or do you think it would be best if Mossad stayed out of it and left it to the affairs of the Iranian people? That's my question.
Oh, definitely. I welcome that question. Definitely, you know, our movement has said for years, not just now, that change in Iran will come by the people of Iran. There's no need for foreign boots on the ground or appropriation of money, whether it's the United States, countries in the region. None of that is needed or necessary. To the contrary, in some cases, it may actually be harmful. But reality is that regardless of this tweet or that tweet, the reality is on the ground, as you said earlier, there is a history of opposition to the Ayatollahs. You know, since 2017, there have been several rounds of major uprisings in Iran. And then you have the main Iranian opposition who has been in the forefront of fighting the Ayatollahs. You know, let me show you just, Matt, you know, this is a very thick book.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got to leave it there, unfortunately, for time, but I do think it's very important.
Were killed by the regime.
Okay, yeah, Matt Gaetz is like, yeah, this guy looks like, who's that? Was that, God, fucking, was that the Ring Bear or something? Or the guy who used to come off the Undertaker, that's what that guy looks like right there. I don't even know what this is. How about you interview real Iranians rather than CIA assets? Too much to ask. Oh my gosh. Is it possible to go just one day, Matt, without mentioning Israel? So I don't. It's fucking hard to go one day without mentioning Israel. Jeez, it's fucking terrible. You can't. It's terrible. You can't go one day without mentioning Israel or Eric or Kirk. Let's see what this is. Thoughts, guys? True conspiracy. Wake up. Okay.
If there has ever been a time for us to wake the heck up, it is right now. I will be the first to admit that prior to Charlie Kirk's assassination, I was super naive, even oblivious when it comes to like foreign affairs, foreign policy, anything like that. I just was content in my little bubble here in Tennessee. I just didn't really even think that it affected me. I regret that. Ever since Charlie Kirk's assassination, though, I have started really researching, turning on my common sense, turning off mainstream media narrative.
Turning on your common sense. My fucking common sense has been on forever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just one of the people that notice all this shit and so they're like, it's not Democrat, it's not Republican. It's not Democrat, it's not Republican. It's them pitting you guys against each other so you can't unite, right? Oh, that's my new thing, right? Oh, we're doing fucking subliminal stuff. Unite, as I say, unite. That's what we gotta do, right? Unite and fight. Oh shit. I just might.
And when you start connecting the dots,
you're damn right.
y'all, it honestly is really scary. I want to show y'all a video, and I would love to hear your thoughts because it makes a lot of sense.
I'm just going to wrap this whole video up in a nice little bow by explaining why this is happening right now, why I believe this is happening right now. Many of you may not have known this or may not have been paying attention, but during the Christmas holiday, Epstein files were released.
Yeah, we know.
People want to say there was the same ones. It wasn't. Thousands and thousands of more files were released, and they were all redacted. But see, here's the thing. Somebody got smart and
don't worry about it, guys. That's coming up to the next video, and that's what we're going to tell you about.
Realized that our government is absolutely and made it so that you could actually copy and paste the redactions into another document.
I think he was going to say our government is absolutely shit. 'Cause we don't subliminal. We don't run anything out of here. We're not worried about money. We're not worried about taking money in.
And see what was redacted.
Oh, look at this pesky redaction. Let's just get rid of that.
That's absolutely crazy. That's fucking absolutely bonkers.
This is what happens when you fire government.
And sure enough, guess who came out in a lot of those redactions? That's right. It was revealed that
Donald Trump?
Trump and a lot of these people are in fact in the files. And there's some pretty horrific things in there. And then
Participated regularly in playing with him and presented him like pose the body in late. Oh shit.
coincidentally, the next day, people realized that a lot of those files that were there the night before were now not there. And it was speculated that they were working overtime to delete those files.
It wasn't expected. They did. They spent over fucking $1 million in overtime
During the Christmas holiday, while everybody was not paying attention. So what do I think happened? What I think happened is Israel released some of that blackmail and said, this is what you're going to do, or there's going to be more. Remember, they're saying, oh, we found 1 million plus more. That was the threat to these people that are in those files. And the blackmail ring continues to control.
I mean, maybe it's true. Like, if it's true, well, like, somebody in fucking Congress, whatever one of you pieces of shit, I know you're a piece of shit, okay? But understand this. You can come forth. You can do the right thing and say, yes, I was a part of the Epstein files. This is what happened. They coerced me. They fucking made me do atrocious things. I was drugged. I woke up next to all these little girls. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And they said if I didn't listen to them, they'd fucking kill my family. They released this evidence, blah, blah, blah. You have the right to come forth and do the right thing. Even if it's Donald Trump. Even if it's fucking Donald Trump. You can do the right thing. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, you're still gonna be a piece of shit. And you'll probably go to prison. But knowing that you had some type of redemption, you can have a clear conscience. Okay? Not be a fucking traitor like Ted Cruz.
And puppeteer all of these world leaders, including, yes, our administration. And they keep making these moves on behalf of Israel, not on behalf of America. This is not an America first move. This is a move for Israel. That's why Bibi Netanyahu
You Jew motherfucker, you!
continues to say that Trump is the best friend that Israel has ever had.
I've said, and I'm going to repeat it again, because it's so true. President Trump is the greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House.
Donald Trump is the greatest friend that the state of Israel has ever had in the White House.
You are the greatest friend Israel has ever had in the White House. I have to say that never had a friend, even close, a friend, as President Trump in the White House. We've never had a friend like President Trump in the White House. It's not even close.
And have you seen Trump's demeanor when he says that?
Donald Trump is the greatest friend that the state of Israel has ever had in the White House.
You are the greatest friend Israel has ever had in the White House. Never had a friend, even close, a friend, as President Trump in the White House. We've never had a friend like President Trump.
Fuck, this is probably gonna be anti-Semitic, man.
In the White House. It's not even close.
So yeah, I definitely think it's a possibility that this has been the plan. And the reason I say this also is because when I posted about going to war with Venezuela on the 17th of December, the reason why I did is because I actually heard from somebody fairly high up that was the case, that we were actually already there. So we've been there. It's not, the public is just finding out, but I've known that for a long time. And so I think there's an absolute possibility that a plan was presented to Trump and Trump said, absolutely not. We're not going to do it. I think there's still a chance that he's not just part of this.
Yeah, because didn't he also say that we're not going to war with anybody, right? Oh, we bombed Iran and now we're going dictators. Fucking going arrest a dictator from Venezuela. I don't know.
Zionist agenda, and he really is just blackmailed and completely held by his balls. And I think he may have pushed against it, and that's why it took so long. And as he was pushing against it, and as he was saying, and as he was refusing to bow down again and be the greatest friend to Israel in the White House, Israel decided to leak some of those files and decided to show them what they had and say, if we can show this to the public, imagine what else.
The biggest balls Trump needs to have is say, do it. Cardi and Cola, do it. Do it. Release them all. I don't fucking care.
We have on you. Because the reality is all of those files came out, but then weirdly enough, it's like everything just went away. It's like people just stopped talking about it. The influencers that were posting about it stopped. The media outlets that were posting about it stopped. It's almost like it was leaked just enough to like scare somebody. And then as he made the decision, okay, fine, I'll do what you're telling me to do, it all went away. Because it's like these people have the power to do that. They even admitted to this at one point. Watch this.
We write the screenplay. We're the directors. We're the producers. We're the main actors. The world is our stage.
The world's our stage. Everything's a fucking script. We're just the show people. We're just the audience. We're just watching. We're watching this whole fucking screenplay go down. That's where our tax money goes to. We're the biggest fucking benefactors to this film, the American people, and fuck, it's just one show. We're not directing it.
On the off chance that this is not what's happening and there's some grand plan going on, then they really are there to get the Dominion machines and figure out what happened in 2020 and prove that the election was stolen, and weirdly enough not be okay with Miriam Edelson saying that Trump could run for a third term.
And now I met Alan Dershowitz, and he said the legal thing about 4 more years, and I said, Alan, I agree with you, so we can do it. Think about it. I was trying to tell you a second. Yeah.
She said, think about it, I'll give you another $250 million.
And, I will be happy to admit that I was wrong. But I don't think I am. I think that the blackmail operation continues, and I think that we are now going to occupy a country, and there will be boots on the ground, and we will have to run their government, and we will absolutely meet resistance, just like we did in Iraq.
That's crazy. When I like this video, it unlikes it. Hold on, like it quick, and then exit out. All right, what's the next one? Oh, this one goes. This was the whole thing about the Epstein stuff. The evidence that was on the walls. They removed photos from the Epstein files. I have them to prove a possible murder. Oh shit. Okay.
Or knows anyone who has, you might want to scroll because this is very, very intense. But I can't help but zone in on this in the Epstein files, and we all need to talk about it. So you might remember that there were a certain amount of files missing from the Epstein documents that were released by the DOJ yesterday. And then going back, a lot of people had these files missing specifically. Now, these are the numbers of those files, and wouldn't you have it, I literally, the second the DOJ dropped off the PDFs, I downloaded the entire data set, and I have these missing files. There was photos of massage rooms, and in those rooms, and that room specifically, all of the photos redacted except for the ones with Donald Trump contained the same image from different perspectives of the same thing. Now, if you're thinking like me, I couldn't understand why they would remove the same photo multiple times, especially because these photos had nothing but paintings and massage equipment in them. As I pondered upon these photos,
so they removed multiple photos of the same thing.
That's when it hit me. In one of the photos, in one of the portraits, this image of this, I'm going to show you of what it is, the person's face is blanked out, but in the other images, it is not. And it's what's in the background of the images that has me fucking giving you the trigger warning. This is the photo that was removed from the Epstein files, along with multiple other photos containing...
That's the photo? Okay.
What they took pictures of, which is this image. And when I looked at it at first, as you can see, the face was blurred. Full discretion, this is a naked body. No clothes. Remember how I told you this photo from multiple perspectives was removed yesterday by the DOJ after the release of the files, and here's another perspective where you can see that person's face. And I know a lot of people don't think like me, but I want you to know that is criminal evidence, and that is why it was removed. On the surface, it could look like just a photo, but I'm letting you know, do I know? Not just in.
Okay, I want to see.
And even something.
Get your fucking ass out of there.
This was in Epstein's massage room, and I want you to look at the skyline, the New York skyline, as well as that balloon. Stay with me. That is a landfill in Staten Island, New York. There was a landfill famously known that was called Fresh Kill. You believe me if I said it had something to do with Bill fucking Clinton, the time he was in office, and how this perfectly aligns with a body being in a landfill of a deceased woman hung on Jeffrey Epstein's wall in that same massage room where he told Virginia Giuffre he would unalive her and her family if she said anything, and possibly pointed at that photo as evidence. Why would the DOJ redact 12 images of the same portrait? Mind you, it couldn't be because it was a victim, because the face was already blurred. They rescinded them all, and there's...
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird. An actual photo or a painting. Definitely weird. Let's keep moving on. Let's hear. Oh, this is about. Oh, let's hear this. What's this about? Minnesota's facing sweeping fraud allegations tied to Somali community. Okay, let's hear what this is.
Convicted of felony fraud for defrauding the American people in the amount of $660 million. Full pardon by Trump. Devon Archer, convicted of felony fraud for defrauding the American people in the amount of $60 million. Full pardon by Trump. Lawrence Duran, convicted of Medicare fraud, the largest in history, for defrauding the American people for $200 million. Sentence and restitution commuted by Trump. And the list goes on and on. And
Holy shit. Why would Trump pardon these people?
What do all these people have in common? Well, they don't look like black Muslim Somalis. And now, even though there has been 0 new indictments or arrests in the Minnesota fraud hoax, just like there's been no arrests in the Doge fraud hoax, Trump just froze all federal childcare funding in the United States. Do you want to know the easiest way to fuck the American working family? All you have to do is tell them that black and brown foreigners are stealing from the community pot. So now we have to completely get rid of it because they're stealing from it. It literally works.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see if that's true or not. Did Trump pause all federal funding for child care throughout the United States?
No, not all federal childcare funding nationwide. As of today, January 6, 2026, the Trump administration's HHS froze about $10 billion in childcare and related social services funds, but it's targeted at 5 Democratic-led states: California, Colorado, Illinois, Minnesota, and New York. They cited fraud concerns and improper use. The rest of the country isn't hit with this freeze.
Okay, there we go.
Every single time. You know why? Because the American tax dollar is not for American working families. It's for rich white people with fucking veneers. So know your place and shut the fuck up.
You heard him. Know your place and shut the fuck up and get what's taken. Bend over and take it. Okay, in case you missed Sunday's sermon, let's see what this is.
You need to fact check it. Use your chat, GPT. Go to BernieSanders.com. It's all over the place. If you paid $1 in federal income tax last year, you paid more than SpaceX and Tesla combined.
What?
I mention that to you because while all of that, so I'm just showing you the injustice, and you can say what you want. Well, that's not injustice. He's just clever. He knows how to get out of taxes. It's actually called stealing, but now you can call it clever. I call it stealing. Because if me, as a human, pays as much money as I did in taxes and can't afford health care, then tell me in Jesus' name, tell me how a man that is about to be the wealthiest man on this planet many times over with trillions. Tell me how no taxes were paid.
That's
Okay?
fucking
Now, I say
true,
all
man.
that
Elon, why did you not pay taxes?
to say, as all of that's happening, the man in the White House leading the way, his net worth has grown $3 billion since being in office. And that's not including how enriched his family is becoming with Saudi Arabia right now. So you're like, man, you're really going for it. I'm telling you, the reason I say this is because I think we've misunderstood Christmas. We put on the sweaters and we're playing the bread circus. And we're like, oh. And I got all love for it. Get warm and cozy. Do your thing. I'm just telling you, my line of work is in the flow.
How many taxes you pay, though, too?
Of the prophets and Jesus. And in my line of work, I just don't think those people are going to show up and be like, put on your sweater and let's get nice and cozy and have some treats. I think they're turning over the tables that the treats are on going, keep your bread and circus. We need to address the economic injustice happening in this country.
Holy shit. That's pretty crazy. Hold on. Bro, did Tesla and SpaceX pay no taxes this last year?
No, that's not accurate. Tesla paid around $2.6 billion in federal income taxes over the last few years, mostly from 2023 onward, when they finally became profitable enough to owe regular corporate tax. For 2024, they haven't released the exact number yet, but analysts expect it to be in the hundreds of millions at least. SpaceX is still private, so we don't get full breakdowns, but they do pay payroll taxes, property taxes, and various fees, hundreds of millions a year. They've had net operating losses carried forward for years, so federal corporate income tax has been low or zero, some years, but paid no taxes at all isn't right. Same old story with big companies. Lots of deductions, credits, and carry forward losses can make the effective federal income tax look tiny, even when revenue is huge. But zero across the board.
So did SpaceX and Tesla get a lot of deductions and credits?
Yeah, big time. Tesla racked up billions in net operating losses from its early money-losing years. So even after they turned profitable in 2022 and 2023, they could carry those losses forward and wipe out taxable income for a while. On top of that, they get massive green energy credits, like the $7,500 EV credit that flows through to buyers but still helps their bottom line.
Jesus Christ, so that's how they do it. They literally just say, oh, we've had losses, so they rack up losses and they're free to pay for taxes for the rest of their operating. Holy shit. It's ingenious. I found this quite interesting. Papa John's Pizza near the Pentagon spiking 1,250% tonight. Just for comparison, the night we attacked Venezuela, it spiked 700%. Something big is about to happen. So the pizza operating times, man. I don't know. That looks normal, right? Pizzio, extreme pizza. I don't know if that's true or not. Keep an eye on prediction mark volume spikes. Caught the Maduro out before President of the United States gave the order from the PVE.trade notifications. Prediction markets notified me about the U.S. operation in Venezuela before it hit the timeline. What? There were massive spikes in volume on several Venezuela and Maduro-related markets. You have to go to prediction fucking markets to find the truth and what's going to happen in a fucking on American soil or in the world. That's fucking crazy. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Breaking. The judge presiding over Netanyahu's corruption case has been found dead in a suspicious accident. Israel is an apartheid state led by a wanted war criminal. It's not Maduro who should have been captured. It's not Iran that should be bombed. I agree with that. I don't know what you guys think. Fucking criminal. Look at this guy. Fucking criminal. I'm a criminal. Oh, what's this?
Follow me, Matt, now. Dumb Goyim.
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Matt Walsh, you're such a good little Shabbos goy. No, I'm a man. I have a beard and I wear a flannel shirt. I'm a man. But when the Jews crack the whip, whoosh, whoosh. Get back to work, Matt Walsh. Get back to work. Do not criticize Israel. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Ben Shapiro.
Shut it down now.
Yes, sir.
Goyim. Too many such cases. The most accurate AI I've ever seen. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy if that was true? I know the guy's a monster. Holy shit. Holy moly. Candace Owen goes Max and reveals that Andrew Covey is the one who told her Benjamin Netanyahu called Charlie Kirk and offered to take Turning Point to the next level.
So let's revisit Hamptons, the Hamptons. Okay, remember that whole debacle? Another thing that I said to the public was that Seth Dillon was pressing Charlie. I said there was a smaller meeting that took place. I said Bibi Netanyahu called and he offered to take Turning Point to the next level. And everybody had a lot to say and things were crazy.
You're going to take this to the next level. The Judeo-Christians need to go to the next level.
And, oh, Candace is crazy. Max Blumenthal's crazy. He also reported this. Everyone's lying. That's not true. Everything was amazing. Well, the Hamptons debacle came up when I sat down with Erica, and she conceded that, yeah, she was there. I had no idea, by the way, that Erica was there. The first time I found out Erica was there was when I was sitting across from Erica.
I don't know if I can believe this shit anymore. Be honest with you, a closed door meeting between her and Erica Kirk.
I don't know actually why I wasn't told that earlier. Anyways, the point being is that she was there and she conceded that yes, the Israel thing came up, and just as the people told me that his perspectives on Israel were truth, Bibi Netanyahu called. Erica says that, like, well, maybe it happened a different time or whatever, maybe when she wasn't there. It was a third time with somebody that is very close to Andrew Koved, that he said that he lost a lot of money when Charlie said no to Bibi Netanyahu.
But see, like, I don't understand. How much fucking money do these people have? And is it justification, to kill somebody? Because, like, when you have a lot of money, like, you're set for life, right? Why do you need more fucking money? If you have enough money to live out your life, buy luxurious things, take trips everywhere you want, feed your family, what more do you need? Why is it so much fucking greed that you need billions, trillions, millions of dollars? I just don't understand this shit. And maybe it's because I'm not fucking wealthy. I'm just an average fucking person. Maybe that's what it is. Holy shit, Candace Owens just shattered the FBI's Charlie Kirk story. She released a never-before-seen still image showing Charlie Kirk from behind at the exact moment he was shot. No blood. Why are you only showing this fucking picture? Why only...
And for clarity, I want to show you guys this as well exclusively, a still image of the much longer video I have that was shown to me of Charlie from behind. Okay, this is the video, and you can see what we have there. That's Charlie's necklace that's hanging. There's no blood on Charlie. There was absolutely no blood on Charlie. Not only did the bullet not go through, it didn't even cause...
What is that black mark there? What is that?
Any sort of destruction. And again, that what you are seeing there is his chain. And the only blood that I saw was blood in his hand, which was spurting forward, to be clear.
And that's why it's blacked out. I don't fucking know. Why only a picture? Why black anything out? Fucking criminal. I don't know. Hey, Grok, why would a plane take a flight path like this? I watch the plane. What is this? Where is that? Oh, Cambridge. London. That's in the UK. Wait, fucking dusting. Crap dusting or something. Well, let's see what Grok says. Why would a plane take... This appears to be a survey flight by DEA Innovation using a Diamond DA-62 aircraft. Such flights followed a back-and-forth pattern to collect data for aerial mapping, photography, or inspections over specific areas. This one covered Eastern England on April 13th. Can you explain who this flights exist? The flight path looks like a pilot intentionally drew a lilac shape during a test or recreational flight over the UK on April 13th. Similar incidents happen for fallen training or when holding patterns get creative. No official records found. Okay, well, I don't know. It's a weird one. I just thought, like, because I know that the Egyptian planes, Candace Owens talked, so it's funny to transfer into something about talking about planes. Okay, what do we got here? Let's look at this. Muslims are taking over the West. I don't see any Muslims taking over. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh no, treasonous traitors.
And Mr. President,
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Muslims.
if you are declaring war against these cartels,
Muslims are taking over for sure. And hold on. Oops. Okay, what's the next clip we got here? Story time.
Look, you just can't make this stuff up. This is Alice Marie Johnson, okay? Okay. Alice Marie Johnson was one of the nation's largest drug traffickers. Yeah, she was the leader of a ring out of Memphis, Tennessee. They moved thousands of kilos of coke a week. This gets better. This gets better. And of course, she had ties to drug cartels, you know, Mexican drug cartels, Honduran drug cartels. Yeah. Anyway, she was pardoned. She was serving a life sentence without parole. And she was pardoned by the Trump administration. You know, and...
What? Hold on.
What the fuck is going on here?
Now she's a part of the administration. She's the pardon czar. Yes, this former life sentence without parole convicted drug trafficker is our pardon czar. Of course, one of her first...
What the fuck?
...acts was to help get the Chrisleys pardoned, of course. But then Larry Hoover. You probably don't know who Larry Hoover is. Larry Hoover was serving multiple life sentences for his drug trafficking. He was the kingpin for the gangster disciples of Chicago. Now, Trump commuted his sentence, but he couldn't get him out of prison because he still has to serve like 200 more years for all the murders he's committed on a state level that Trump couldn't get him out of. Of course, you know, Donald Trump said he was told that very fine people told him that this Honduran drug lord was a good person. So good that he's already got warrants out for his arrest since his pardon. If you're wondering why the president keeps pardoning drug lords, it's because his pardon czar literally was one.
Holy shit, I did not know that. Hey, Grok, did Trump pardon some lady that trafficked drugs?
Yeah, Trump just pardoned a woman named Alicia Lloyd on January 5th. She got 20 years back in 2017 for running a big meth ring in Kentucky, trafficked hundreds of pounds, had guns involved, the works. She'd served about 8 years when he commuted the rest of her sentence and sent her home. One of the nearly 1,500 pardons and commutations he dropped right before leaving office last time.
This is Alice Marie Johnson, okay? Okay.
Okay, no, he's talking about Alice Marie Johnson.
Yeah, that's Alice Marie Johnson. Trump granted her clemency in 2018 after Kim Kardashian brought her case to him. She'd been doing life without parole for a first-time, non-violent cocaine trafficking conviction, basically a phone facilitator in a big ring. He commuted her sentence, she walked free, and then in 2020, he gave her a full pardon. She's been a vocal supporter ever since.
Right, and then he made her his pardon Caesar, right?
Nah, not exactly pardons are, but close vibe. After he pardoned her, Alice Marie Johnson became a big criminal justice reform advocate for him. She spoke at the 2020 RNC, campaigned hard, and Trump put her on stage a bunch. She's been pushing for more First Step Act-style clemencies ever since, but she never got an official White House title or power to pick pardons herself. More like his star poster child for reform than the actual decider.
You gotta take the stuff as it is, you know. So you gotta look into this shit, because I don't know what to believe, man. Why you pardon somebody that's doing drugs? I mean, like, if marijuana, for sure, pardon the fuck out of them. It's marijuana. Cocaine may be different. I don't know. That leads to fucking harder drugs. Well, let's see what Trump's got to say here. Big Trump told Republicans they need to win the midterms. Argues. Okay.
But you got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, it's just going to be, I mean, they'll find a reason to impeach me. I'll get impeached. We don't impeach them. You know why? Because they're meaner than we are. We should have impeached Joe Biden.
I fucking hate it. Well, you're going to impeach me. Impeach me. Well, it should be fucking Democrat versus Republican, and I'm fucking sick of that whole shit, man. I can tell you this guy is not voting. Yep, not voting either. How many of his former voters will vote Democrat to see his impeached betrayal comes with price? No. He's great. I don't understand. You know, you needed to do one fucking thing. You couldn't fucking do it. You hired all these fucking incompetent people. You're fucking super wealthy now. You don't give a fuck about the American people. And, yeah, we made mistakes. We're done with your ass. Okay, what is this? President Trump ran a lower cost. So I'm asking the crowd of 500 if their costs have gone up over the past year.
Past 11 months, the cost of your food and restaurant bills has gone up. Just raise your hand. Okay? Raise your hand if your energy and electricity bills in the last 11 months have gone up. Raise your hand if the cost of housing in the last 11 months, if someone's been looking for a rental or for a place to buy, has housing in your life gone up? I'm an objective person. I will say openly, from my counting, gas bills, price of gas has gone down in the past 11 months. But to my knowledge, that is the only category in our country where costs have gone down.
I don't know about that one. It was up high. Now, yeah, it's gone down a little bit.
Everything else has gone up in our lives. And Trump's fundamental value proposition that he ran on was he was going to lower your costs. The stock market, right? She says, if you're heavily invested in the stock market, you're doing pretty well. But that's not the average person in the United States. The drama every single day that Trump produces, right? That constant barrage of information is designed to distract you from the experiment we just did, that your costs are going up.
We now have confirmation.
Raise your
Yeah, costs are always
That
fucking
the
going
head
up.
of CIA.
The costs are always going up. They never go down. They never fucking go down. Oh, let's see what Tim Dillon has to say. I like Tim Dillon.
We're protesting all of these different things in Iran, and Trump is very worried about these people protesting in Iran. And if they are hurt, it will be reason enough to go in and come to the rescue of the people of Iran, but not the people in the United States who cannot afford anything and whose lives are getting more difficult every single day. Their rescue is being delayed.
You got to stand up for something, man. You got to do what's right. America first, right? Well, it's supposed to be America first. Who's America first? Me or you? Definitely America first here. Marjorie Taylor Greene on the capture of Maduro. If prosecuting narco-terrorists is a high priority, then why did President Trump pardon the former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was convicted and sentenced for 45 years for trafficking hundreds of tons of cocaine into America? This is what many in MAGA thought they voted to end. Boy, we were wrong. Fuck. God damn. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think she's got a good point there. I think she's got a really good point. Okay, what's this? Oh. Ricky E. Dickey. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he posted.
Would get this whole podcast deleted. Trump gets shot in the ear in July 2024. Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, and Peter Thiel call Trump, and they say you have to pick J.D. Vance, or else the neocons might really kill you next year. So Trump chooses J.D. Vance the following week at the RNC to be his vice president. Very weird. Why? Because J.D. Vance is a freshman senator who is 2 years into his term. So he's a private citizen. In 2022, he's elected to the Senate. 2024, he's the vice president of the United States of America. How does a person rise so quickly? Well, the backing of little tech, these disruptive defense tech companies like Palantir, Anduril, OpenAI, X, Tesla, the PayPal mafia. This group of billionaires, he's their guy, and they bought Trump. They fundraised for Trump to get Trump to pick him. Now, when J.D. Vance becomes the president of the United States, you think AI is at a productivity boom right now? Wait until the U.S. military gets involved. The U.S. government is all in on the AI race against China. It's going to change everything in the economy, everything in the defense sector. It's going to change how wars are fought. Who is going to be the beneficiary? Whoever is friends with the president of the United States after the next election. So if J.D. Vance gets in, it's going to be Palantir, Peter Thiel, Alex Karp. It's going to be Anduril, Palmer Luckey. It's going to be OpenAI, Sam Altman. It's going to be Grok, Elon Musk, Tesla with their robots. That's the end goal. So it's really one way you could look at it as a coup. This is their guy. They use Trump as a Trojan horse. They let J.D. Vance draft behind him. And then
they're going to do this thing. They're going to be like, oh, when you get J.D. Vance? And that's why Turning Point USA. Who's pushing fucking J.D. Vance? Turning Point USA. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to go, people, what do honest people want? Like, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. What do I want? I'll tell you the truth. I want fucking Thomas Massey or Marjorie Taylor Greene. Thomas Massey, they're both Republicans. Okay, I usually don't vote Republican. I don't say that, whatever, but I'm sick of fucking this whole, I wish there was a different thing that wasn't Democrat or Republican that I guess you could actually feel that you could vote for and it would make a fucking difference. It wasn't these two-side, oh, you can't vote for that one because, what was that one, there's that voting, it's called like selective voting or something, or so there's some our term for voting. But that's what I want to do. What is it called? I can't think of it right now. Put it in the chat if you think you know what it is, or comment down below. But yeah, so they're gonna try to get J.D. Vance in, but when honestly I want Thomas Massey. I like Thomas Massey. I'll take Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't care. Sometimes you need a crazy woman. Doesn't matter. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. She might be fucking Christian. I don't care. You know, that's I'm always like, why the fuck would you vote for her? You piece of shit. Blah blah blah. And I was like, because sometimes I like her views, even though some of the stuff I don't believe in about fucking abortion and shit like that. Whatever you know, I figure a woman's body is her own right to decide what she wants to do with her body. Fucking, it's her body. So you don't want to fucking live with a 9-month pregnancy. She does. So, and I think most fucking abortions end. They don't ever do like a late term abortions unless there's serious issues with those. They always end them early. So that's a big myth. But yeah, so they're gonna go JD Vance, and they're gonna be like, oh, you know, they're gonna try to force Thomas Massey to step down, or Marjorie Taylor Greene to step down, because you're not gonna be able to do that because there'll be too many votes for that party. And we go with the one to make sure the Democrats don't win. That's what we always do, right? That's what we gotta do. And I don't know, for Democrat, who the fuck are gonna have Gavin Newsom? I don't fucking know. That motherfuckers are Tim Walz. The fucking Democrats are leading with Tim Walz for fucking. Oh my god! Holy shit! Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna happen here. Okay, breaking. Venezuela was Israel's target. Resurfaced clip from 2009 documentary shows the president of Israel saying Venezuela and Iran are the only two countries spreading anti-Semitism.
Hello. Hi, Abe. I wanted to ask you, since we met last, about the issue of Venezuela, because I heard because issue.
He's got a fucking swastika in that book. What is that book?
Venezuela, because I heard voices kind of saying it's not so bad, and Latin America is not so bad, but I'm not convinced. And the question
you
is,
have good reason not to be convinced. You have good reason. It is getting worse.
Right.
And little by little, as long as oil money works.
I'm told that by our experts, it's the only, except for Iran, it's the only government propagated anti-Semitism today around the world. It's a
Formally, right.
This is
First
quite
within the country and then outside.
So are you pressing in any way?
We've talked to Jesse Jackson, who has a relationship, but it's not for camera, but there are other plans.
Venezuela was in their packet or in their mind already. Israel ordered Trump to bomb Venezuela and kidnap Maduro. Sneak reacts to the revelation. You fell for it again, stupid. Okay, let's hear this.
Venezuela, they're in cahoots with the Maduro regime. You know, they're exporting terrorism to America, to the American hemisphere, and then they want these Hezbollah and Hamas to get their guys into the United States. So Hamas and Iran's and its proxies are a threat.
Oh, Iran in cahoots with Maduro.
Not only to us, but to Israel, all America's allies in the Middle East, and to America itself.
You fell for it again, stupid. Stupid. More refugees. Israel benefits. We're in another conflict. Stupid.
You're stupid. What is this? Watch Jeffrey Sachs blast U.S. power grab over Venezuela. Maduro captured a historic UN meeting. 7 minutes long about that. President Trump says the U.S. will use Venezuela's oil reserves and sell large amounts to other countries after capturing Nicolas Maduro. We're in the oil business.
But in terms of other countries that want oil, we're in the oil business. We're going to sell it to them. We're not going to say we're not going to get.
Dude, this motherfucker in the background right here, Mark Rubio, look at his fucking ears. Them are abnormally large fucking ears. Like, those things look like they could flap the fucking wind. Holy shit.
In other words, we'll be selling oil.
Motherfucking Spock right here. Look at those fucking ears.
Probably in much larger doses because they couldn't produce very much because their infrastructure was so bad. So we'll be selling large amounts of oil to other countries, many of whom are using it now, but I would say many more will come.
Sounds like he's got the COVID-20. It's a little bit congested there, Trump. Got the COVID-20. Fucking Marco Rubio, fucking Dumbo. Fucking Dumbo, ear flapping traitor. Fucking Marco Rubio. Apparently, it is impossible for the Trump administration to arrest anyone involved with COVID, Benghazi, Doge findings, or Jeffrey Epstein, or the deep state in the United States. But we can pull off anything in foreign countries, or pull off anything in foreign countries if it benefits his controllers. Yeah, that's honestly fucking crazy. That's fucking true and honestly crazy. Oh, it's great for Israel. I mean Venezuela.
Look at the implications here are really great for the Venezuelan people. 27 years if you package together Chavez and Maduro. Think about that. 27. Look at the implications here are really great for the Venezuelan people. 27.
I didn't say Israel. I did not say Israel. I said Venezuela.
7 years if you package together.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fucking script to this movie just keeps getting better and better. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Oh, we're here. Maduro captured. Epstein clients captured. 0. Big old fat 0 there, people. None of the people on the list have oil. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Holy shit. You know, he could. You want to get people captured on the Epstein list? Well, you know, any of them have oil. Why don't we also capture war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu for committing genocide in Gaza? Instead, Trump invites him to Mar-a-Lago for a New Year's celebration. Here's the real video from Venezuela. Venezuelans are furious. Let's hear it.
¿Dónde está el pronunciamiento de la supuesta premio?
Okay, hold on. I'll read this.
¿Dónde está el pronunciamiento
Where is the statement from the
de la
so-called
supuesta premio
Nobel Peace Prize winner who talks about peace?
que habla de la paz al ver
when her country, Venezuela, has been attacked
que su país, que Venezuela ha sido atacada
by American imperialism?
por el imperialismo norteamericano? ¿Dónde
Where are you?
estás? ¿Dónde están esos
Where are the countries that haven't spoken out
países que no se han pronunciado ante esta
about the situation in this moment?
situación y esta circunstancia? Nosotros como
we, the people, working men and women,
pueblo, como hombres y mujeres trabajadores, exigimos primero
demand first respect, and second, we are out in the
respeto.
streets.
Y segundo, estamos en las calles, primero porque
We are here because we believe in democracy.
creemos en la democracia. Así como nosotros
Just
salimos
like we
a
went out and voted.
votar al pasado
This past July 28th, President Nicolas Maduro,
28 de julio por el presidente Nicolás Maduro, y así como
and just like all sectors of the country,
todos los sectores del país reconocieron la victoria,
recognize his victory.
nosotros hoy exigimos
We now demand the U.S.
al
government,
gobierno norteamericano, al imperialismo, y
imperialism and all
a
transitional
todas las transnacionales que sabemos muy bien
who we know are behind
que están
this,
detrás de todo esto, que nos
return our President Nicolas Maduro safe and sound.
regresen sano y salvo al presidente Nicolás Maduro.
Okay, I gotta see what this girl has to say about this. You know, I'm gonna ask the crazy thread. Hold on, make sure I go back. Hold on, look at my history. There we go. Her crazy thread. I think this is the one Grok that's real. Grok. So what's going on? So with the whole Maduro thing and Venezuelans, because I saw a video where they're calling that they voted for Maduro to stay in power, and the lady that won the Nobel Peace Prize in Venezuela, they don't want her.
Right now, January 6th, 2026, Maduro is still clinging to power in Venezuela. Here's the real situation, no spin. July 28th, 2024 election, official results gave Maduro 51%, opposition leader Edmundo Gonzalez, backed by Maria Corina Machado, 43%. Opposition published their own tally sheets, 80% of the voting machines, showing Gonzalez won 67%, 30%. The government never released the detailed results. The Supreme Court, loyal to Maduro, certified him the winner, and the Electoral Council's website mysteriously crashed. Since then, Gonzalez fled to Spain in September 2025 after an arrest warrant. Maria Corina Machado is in hiding inside Venezuela. Hundreds of protesters arrested or disappeared, internet blackouts during protests, and the military still backs Maduro. The Nobel Peace Prize you mentioned, that hasn't happened. Maria Corina was nominated multiple times, 2024 and 2025 cycles, and is on a lot of shortlists, but no Venezuelan has won it yet. The clip you saw is almost certainly a pro-Maduro rally or state TV propaganda. Those still happen in Caracas, heavily policed and bussed-in supporters. The opposition boycotted the January 10th inauguration, so expect more protests, more tear gas, and probably more internet cuts in the next 48 to 72 hours. Bottom line, Maduro's staying by force, not votes. The majority want him gone, but the guns and the oil money are still on his side.
In your personal opinion, do you believe that Maria Corina Machado is put there in power by a power that wants her to be there? Yes or no?
No. No.
So you believe she won it fair and square?
Yes. The opposition's parallel vote count, 80% of the physical tally sheets, published online in real time, gave her candidate Edmundo Gonzalez roughly 67% to Maduro.
Okay. Isn't it kind of weird though that she is so pro-Israel and she's like, oh, we're gonna build I think what she'd say, she talked about in a video something about an embassy, Israel embassy moving to Venezuela.
No, Maria Corina Machado never said anything about moving the Israeli embassy to Venezuela. That clip is doctored. The original video is from a 2024 interview where she said the exact opposite, that a future democratic government would restore full diplomatic relations with Israel. They were severed by Chavez in 2009, and that Venezuela would eventually recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital and move its own embassy there, not the other way around. Someone flipped the audio and subtitled it backwards. The fake version started circulating.
I might have heard it wrong. But anyways. Okay. Well. Yeah, I guess it is. It sounded like that she won the votes and Maduro. I don't know. I wonder if I should get another AI just to kind of contradict Grote, because sometimes I just don't know. You know, you don't know. You don't know, honestly. A thread of fake Venezuela celebration videos, all of them mega viral posts, 8 so far, tens of millions of views, hundreds of thousands of likes for lies. This is Operation Mockingbird. Also, the real video for this outbreak in Venezuela is removing dictatorship statues of Nicolas Maduro in the final custody. People are taking their country back. I literally just posted a video, a celebration video, live in Venezuela. The guy is just another liberal LARP. Let me see here. Oh, this gets pretty interesting. Call of Duty Ghost, PC game that was released 12 years ago when Venezuela Maduro started his presidency. In the game, U.S. military raid Venezuela at night and capture a Venezuelan dictator. Ooh. In the game, it says this event happens in the year 2026. Huh? Confirmed. We are living in a matrix. We are in a simulation. There is a script. Remember Charlie Kirk movie, Snake Eyes, which foretold his death? It is what it is.
Okay. Venezuela was already foretold to us. In this Call of Duty, the United States sent special forces in order to take over the dictator of Venezuela. Caracas, Venezuela, to be exact. But this is where it gets crazy. Pay attention. This Call of Duty came out 12 years ago. Want to know what else happened 12 years ago? Nicolas Maduro started his presidency 12 years ago. Look at the opening scene to the final act.
To us, Rourke was a legend. A man could walk through hell.
They based the game 12 years in the past. Is that...
So what that goes on quite a bit longer, but it's kind of irrelevant. Call of Duty Ghosts is set in 12 years in the future from now. And at the start of the game, it says 12 years previous, and it shows America invading and overthrowing Venezuela, which is right now. So
that's fucking crazy. What a coincidence. Really. Fucking. It's convenient still. Yeah. I always get them messed up. I always spell that word wrong. For some reason, I always spell that word wrong. Oh, listen to this guy. I like this guy's videos. He's always got good videos. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
Venezuela isn't about liberating the country and Maduro being this gruesome dictator. That's the storyline for the peasants to consume. The real takeover is about oil and aligning with Zionist interests. We are seeing the same script as what we saw in Iraq with Saddam Hussein. Venezuela has one of the biggest oil reserves on the planet. Is that a coincidence? Now, I'm not saying Maduro is an angel, but he is a conservative. He didn't allow usury, pornography, abortion, trans surgeries, or gay marriage, which I could argue are all things that will demoralize and weaken a country. This whole thing is about regime change. Maduro didn't fall in line, so over time, his country was punished and the people suffered. So now they plan to install this pro-Israel puppet, Maria Corina Machado, who, just like Trump, promised to move their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Now, how is the takeover of Venezuela, Iraq, Gaza, Libya, or any Middle Eastern country making the daily lives of Americans better? It doesn't. In almost every case, it benefits Israel. They can send the whole U.S. Army to arrest a foreign politician, but they still can't arrest Fauci.
Fuck yeah, you can't arrest Fauci?
Or Gates or any of the hundreds of corrupt politicians on domestic soil. Let's not fall for their story.
Yeah. I'm fucking pissed off about Fauci, man. I'm just fucking feeling sick from fucking COVID-20. That motherfucker needs to give justice. We need some hard justice on Fauci. We'll fucking see him in the pillar and fucking outside and fucking rocks thrown. For sure. You can sit there and fucking bask in your own fucking shit and piss and bake in the sun. That's what it should happen to them guys. I don't give a fuck. Okay, how the fuck did Venezuela get so lucky? Okay, let's Trump fly black ops arrest corrupt politician. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. We're getting that same round.
Clearly, Trump did not understand the assignment. You remember like a year ago? Trump's like, I'm gonna arrest all the corrupt politicians, and we were all like, fuck yeah, dude. And then we've been waiting like a whole year and wake up this morning and Trump's like, I arrested.
Dude, you don't need fucking music for your video.
A fucking corrupt politician. We were like, dude, that's not the guy. You flew all the way to a foreign country. You could have just went across the street, dude. Like, what are you doing? He's not even on. Like, there's 1,000 other motherfuckers from America you could have arrested. And we would be like the people in Venezuela. Great for the people in Venezuela. You see them all in the streets cheering? Like, they're fucking happy as fuck. That's how we would all be. If you would go across the street and arrest the corrupt politicians from the government.
Yeah, our fucking Benjamin Netanyahu, the war criminal.
That are defrauding us and sending all of our money to foreign countries and giving it to Somali pirates and a bunch of fucking worthless bastards on fucking welfare. Jesus fucking Christ. Trump's like that fucking hunting dog, and you fucking love it, right? You spend a fuckload of fucking money, you get this beautiful little puppy, and fucking, you gotta be on a waiting list, and you gotta wait 4 fucking years for it. Finally fucking shows up, it's fucking...
Let's go ahead and keep moving on here. But yeah, I'll agree to that. Why are you not fucking... Okay, what is this?
This Venezuela operation is staged and fake. All it's missing is a bunch of serious portraits of everyone in a briefing room. Why did Maduro put half of the Venezuelan army on Christmas leave? And why did they capture Maduro's wife alongside an unscuffed Maduro? Did they do that for Saddam Hussein? Did they do that for Gaddafi? Why is it the entire cabinet and all the governors of Venezuela still seem to be intact and in charge? And why is it right away after the operation, Trump goes on TV and throws Marina Corina Machado under the bus and said she's not fit to rule Venezuela? So aside from Maduro, there seems to be no change in the status quo. Why was there suspiciously very little resistance? This is a siege that's been going on for like the last 2 months. How come the helicopter that extracted Maduro went in unguarded and untouched? Why is it all the surrounding countries that were nervous like sheep beforehand now making tough statements? Why was a Chinese oil tanker let past the blockade completely untouched? And why was there a Chinese delegation in Caracas an hour before this operation? How come Trump is now threatening Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico just weeks after Mexico imposed a 35% tariff on China? This Venezuela operation...
I don't know. All good questions, man. All good questions. Let's see here. Woman arrested mid-interview after criticizing Trump's Venezuelan invasion.
It is also the duty of us, the people, to stand against the Trump regime, the Trump administration that are committing crimes both here in the U.S. and against people in Venezuela.
Now, in the background of this interview, you could see that police car, and now right here we're showing you.
I don't answer questions.
Video we have immediately after the interview finished. Plickta was arrested by 2 Grand Rapids police officers. You can see it in the video, and an officer tells Plickta that she is being arrested.
It is all.
Damn, as far as they didn't punch her. You know, that's usually what police officers do, right? Well. Jeez Christ, they're gonna fucking make now. There you go. They're gonna just cost fucking taxpayers a bunch of fucking money because you want to fucking arrest somebody for First Amendment rights. Fucking dumb cops. Fucking terrible. Don't they understand they swore an oath to the Constitution to protect the First Amendment right? It doesn't make fucking sense. Oh, here we go. We're going back. Damn Bongino. Let's hear him.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please.
Is it, Dan?
Do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it. Outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. You want me to I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal.
He killed himself. Oh yeah. That's when you're told, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, Dan, and you do what you're told, you piece of shit. You fall in line. Now you're going to go back to your fucking podcast and you're going to go praise Donald Trump or we're going to fucking kill your family. You understand that? Dan, you shut your mouth about anything Kash Patel and AG Pam Bondi are doing. You know what's good for yourself and your family, not your country, Dan. And that's what happened to him. Dan Bongino, I'm going back to my podcast where I just talk about how incompetent the FBI is. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, so you can search Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino kicked off his rehab tour by declaring war on anybody who noticed that he was a complete and utter failure inside the FBI.
About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, we put out a video and we laid step by step on how they were going to attempt to rehabilitate Dan Bongino's career once he went back into the podcasting limelight. And now, allegedly, Dan Bongino has declared war on anybody who notices that he was a complete and utter failure in the FBI, right? This is the man that we sent to Washington, D.C. after he wrote a book called Spygate, where he detailed step by step, every step of the way, how people like Peter Strzok and Lisa Page colluded with the Obama administration, and that was Brennan and Clapper and the director of the NSA and the CIA and the FBI and the DOJ all colluded together to frame President Trump for crimes that he didn't commit so that they could attempt to impeach him and railroad his presidential career, also in carrying out a actual regime change on U.S. soil. And Bongino went to the FBI, and Lisa Page and Peter Strzok are still on their government salary. They're still collecting a full pension. Bongino couldn't even do one shred of what he said he was going to do and what he claimed to do. The dude talked the biggest game in the world. He went to Washington, D.C., joined
and was told to shut his fucking mouth. That's exactly what happened.
The FBI, number 2 in charge, right under Kash Patel. They covered up the Epstein files. They botched the Charlie Kirk assassination, most likely also involved in the cover-up of the Charlie Kirk assassination. And Dan Bongino said that he's seen things that will change him that shook him to the core, and he'll never be the same because the republic can't be ran like this. Which means your entire government's run by a network of absolute pedophiles and dirtbags. And until you wake up and realize that fact, all of us need to come to that collective realization. I don't think much is going to change in America, but let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, never gonna change. Never gonna change. Dan Bongino is now back to ex-retreat cat herd attacking Thomas Massey. Can't make shit up. Dan Bongino, who's also once a part owner of Parler social media app. Remember that one? He hyped it up like crazy. It was clearly a honeypot operation that got thousands of patriots locked up by using their own posts against them on January 6th. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oops. What's that? Using Brave rap. Okay, let's see what this guy has to say.
Now, I know some of y'all like the tea. Is that what you call it? The tea? I don't know. Anyway, I think I have some on Venezuela and oil. Yeah. Here we go. Drink it up. The United States has ordered the forced sale of Citgo, Venezuela's oil company. Yeah. Who are they forcing them to sell to? Hedge fund Elliott Investment Management for $5.9 billion. It is so bad that you guys already know where this is going. Yes, Elliott Investment Management donated $7 million to the Trump campaign. Yes. And the owner of the fund, Paul Singer, he donated $5 million to Trump's Political Action Committee. And let's not forget the $63.5 million he's donated to all Republicans, or the fact that he bought a massive stake, $3.2 billion in AT&T. And Donald Trump was super.
Well, I'm just doing what they are. I'm just doing what they do, right? That's the thing. There needs to be something about campaign contributions. You cannot get a certain amount. You can't get kickbacks and stuff like this. This is fucking ridiculous. How can the average person compete with somebody like Trump when you're getting all these fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars? How could someone compete with, a Democrat fucking campaign? They are getting the same fucking thing. Cannot get all dude, there's no way. This shit has to be squashed. This is ridiculous. You cannot get all these kickbacks.
Super happy about that, because he thought that would fix CNN's fake news problem. Still think it's not about oil? Yeah. Thanks.
It was about oil? No. Okay, let's do what this is. That's how you quickly do your own research.
Hey everybody, this is Kimberly Guilfoyle, but you might know her better as Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend.
Oh man, she looks like a fucking like a frog. She looks like the fucking Pepe meme.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, but you might know her better as Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend for the 6 years they were together before they broke up in 2024. And this is Kimberly's official TikTok page where she recently posted this video from Joe Rogan. So let's take a closer look at that. And here's that video where Kimberly added the caption, Joe Rogan says overdose deaths plunged after Trump took office and calls it no coincidence. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, shall we?
From the time Trump's been in office, deaths by overdose have dropped off a cliff. Look at that. Look at 2024. And leading into 2025.
All right, so one problem with this video is this chart is super tiny in this little squeezed down video. So I'm going to go ahead and find this chart on the internet in the original version of the overdose deaths DOD rates. And as you can see, if we go ahead and put that exact sentence into Google and hit return, the first one that shows up is this link right here. So let's go ahead and click on that. And that takes us to this article that says decline in U.S. drug overdose deaths by region, substance, and demographics that was published.
This is too much fucking work for me, man.
Published on June 12th of 2023 and ended before 2025. And if we pull out here and look at the results, it's going to say that this is taking data between January of 2015 and October of 2024. But as most people know, except Kimberly Guilfoyle, Joe Rogan, anyone who's on a show, and anyone who produces Joe Rogan's show, Donald Trump didn't become president again until January 20th of 2025. So again, showing any drop in these drug overdose deaths has nothing to do with Donald Trump, any of his policies or anything, and yet Joe Rogan continues on saying this.
And then from the time Trump's in office, it's taking a fucking sharp downturn. And why is that? Well, part of it is because they're blowing up these fucking boats that are bringing in all the drugs.
So let me get this straight. Joe Rogan is staring at a chart where the data ends.
Joe Rogan is just a fucking man. He can get shit wrong. Okay? I can get shit wrong. Anybody can get shit wrong. He probably looked at shit. I bet if you fucking post this at him, he might come back and say, yeah, I was wrong about that. Yeah. But, yeah. So he, you know, anybody can fucking, average man can get fucking, anybody, he's just human. Fucking, I'll fucking repost this. Joe Rogan is, human just like anyone else. You can get shit wrong. Yep, you can get shit wrong. That's definitely sure. Okay, what is this? Huge Pentagon scandal. Let's see what this is.
One of the biggest financial scandals in Pentagon history is brewing right now. Let me tell you about it. This old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. I really do. You know, everybody thinks that Venezuela, you know, they're saying it's about drugs. It's not about drugs. It's not. They're saying it's about oil. Oil. It's not. Tag Mr. Global in this. He'll back me up on this. We pull predominantly light crude out of the ground here in the U.S. Venezuela is full of heavy crude. We refine some heavy crude, but overwhelmingly our refineries are geared more towards light crude. We don't have much use or much benefit for Venezuela's oil, much less the cost it would cost in manpower and treasure to get it, and then have to rehabilitate their dilapidated oil industry, which is an absolute mess right now. China will benefit greatly from Venezuelan oil flowing, not us. It's not oil. It's coltan. They call it blue gold. Coltan ore.
Blue gold? I thought that was water.
That's where we get tantalum from the rare earth mineral tantalum. Well, the Pentagon Office of Strategic and Capital Investment just sent a huge loan to a company called Vulcan. Vulcan is backed by 1789 Capital, at which Don Jr. is a partner. Anybody remember the dust up about, Hunter Biden and him actually working as a consultant? Yeah, this is money being funneled out of the Pentagon by Pete Hegseth directly into the Trump family. And it has to do with rare earth minerals. Venezuela has massive deposits of coltan. You know who else does? Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Trump just brokered a deal between those two. Seems important. They have massive coltan deposits.
Rogue, what can you tell me about coltan? It's, I guess, like a earth mineral.
Coltan's columbusate tantalite. Or you melt to get tantalum, a metal tough, doesn't rust, holds charge. Phones, laptops, missiles, pacemakers, all need it. Africa has it, Congo has half the world's stock. But the mines? Slave kids, AK-47 guards, rape camps. Every time you swipe your screen, someone's dying for that gram. And the price? $15,000 a ton, doesn't pay the widows. They sell the mineral, China buys it, Apple sells it back to you.
Okay.
Clean.
Well, what about Venezuela? Do they have coltan, don't they?
Yeah, they've got a few million tons, mostly in the Orinoco Belt. But it's buried under Venezuelan mud, state-owned, and Maduro sold the rights to a Chinese firm in 2019, CNIC, some Beijing shell company. The workers? No ID, no food, no pay, just a bullet if they complain. The mineral goes out on rusty barges, nobody tracks it, and the U.S. still uses it. So yes, Venezuela has coltan, right next to the graves.
All right. What about is that Chinese company, is Don Jr. on the board?
No, Donald Trump Jr. is not on the board of CNIC or any of the Chinese companies that got the Venezuelan coltan concessions. That claim started in a single December 2025 Telegram channel and one unsourced 4chan post. 0 corporate filings, 0 Chinese registry hits, 0 photos, 0 leaks. CNIC's board is all Beijing insiders, former PLA officers and CCP members.
Hold on. Now that the United States is trying to take over Venezuela, or is running it supposedly, does that mean they have the rights to the minerals now instead of the Chinese company?
No, the U.S. does not have the rights to Venezuela's coltan, or oil, gold, etc., right now, and there is no U.S. takeover or military occupation as of January 6, 2026. What actually happened on August 1, 2025, the 8-1 you're referring to, was a U.S.-backed opposition move that failed. Edmundo Gonzalez and Maria Corina Machado declared themselves the legitimate government in exile. A few National Guard units in Zulia and Táchira defected and tried to seize border posts. Within 48 hours, Maduro's forces, plus Cuban and Russian advisors, crushed it. Gonzalez fled again, Machado went deeper underground, and the defectors were either killed or court-martialed. The mineral concessions, including the big coltan blocks in Bolivar State, are still 100% in the hands of the same Chinese and Turkish companies that Maduro signed over in 2018 to 2021. The U.S. Treasury has sanctioned a couple of the shell companies, but that only freezes dollars. It doesn't transfer ownership or give Washington any legal claim to the ore. Bottom line, the Chinese firms still hold the contracts, the mines are still running with the same forced labor and ecological disaster, and the U.S. has 0 boots on the ground and 0 legal rights to the minerals. No change in ownership at all.
This is about rare earth minerals, folks. This is what Canada was all about.
So, I don't know, they're saying that Don Jr.'s not on this thing.
Pardon me, Canada and Greenland were all about. Greenland has massive rare earth mineral deposits. The oligarchs in Europe, man, they've jumped on that. They've gone into high gear since Trump threatened to try to take Greenland. They've got infrastructure in place now. They're ripping those rare earth minerals out of Greenland as fast as they possibly can. And Trump's decided he ain't going to lose in Venezuela. This has nothing to do with drugs or patriotism or saving the American people or any of that. Hell, he's pardoning drug dealers. No, this is about money being funneled into the Trump family through the Pentagon. This is going to be one of the biggest scandals to ever hit the Pentagon. And it.
We'll see if that's true. I don't know. Oh, that's okay. They took my oil too. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. I got you. Happening. Oh, so it's Thomas Massey. Happening again today. Why do I get attacked weekly? Because I'm the only Republican who refuses to rubber stamp foreign aid, endless deficits, and unnecessary wars. I'm also exposing sex traffickers. My primary is in May. Please help me if you can. Now, for this from Donald Trump, the incredible people of Kentucky's 4th congressional district who wants desperately to get rid of Thomas Massey, the worst Republican congressman we have had in many years. Hold on. Somebody that's American first is the worst Republican congressman? Fuck are you talking about, Trump? Gave us a mandate to make America great. The person that will help us do the job and do it right is Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, 5th generation Kentucky farmer, and American hero, Captain Al Green. A true patriot today, Ed, who also happens to be Central Casting official filed to run for Congress. I've heard that there are other candidates exploring to run for this seat, but I'm asking all MAGA warriors to rally behind Captain Ed Green, the candidate who's far and away, best positioned to defeat the third-rate Congressman Thomas Massey, a weak and pathetic rhino from the beautiful Commonwealth of Kentucky, a place I love and won big all 3 times. A brave combat veteran, a brave combat veteran, Ed knows the wisdom and courage required to defend our country, support our military veterans, and ensure peace through the strength. He is a big fan of our recent attack on Nicolas Maduro, dictator of Venezuela. Additionally, he is a very successful businessman. Ed knows how to create great jobs, great jobs, the very best jobs, the greatest jobs, the greatest jobs. Cut taxes and regulations, promote Made in America, Made in USA, support amazing farmers, American agriculture, unleash American energy dominance, champion our nation's golden age in Congress. Ooh, I wonder if that's like hint data centers. And fight tirelessly to keep our now secure border secure and stop migrant crime. He's in fucking Kentucky. You don't have to worry about the border, Kentucky. And defend our always understood Second Amendment. Captain L. Who's more fucking? I'm sure Thomas Massey's Second Amendment. He owns guns. Captain L. Gallerin has my complete and total endorsement against Congressman Thomas Massey. He only votes against the Republican Party, make life very, very easy for the radical left, unlike lightweight Congressman Massey, a true hater of Israel and totally ineffective loser who has failed us badly. Captain. Oh my gosh. We're gonna quote this. I said, Thomas Massey is a true American. Where are... I went at President Trump. Thomas Massey is a true American. Where are the arrests of the Epstein files? Where? Where are they at? I don't care what Trump says. I still stand with Thomas Massey. Who else? Fucking right here. Stand with Thomas Massey. I posted Thomas Massey for president. We need representatives that care about America, not foreign countries. Right? Fuck Israel. Oh, should I say that? Fuck. There goes my thing. Will Pam Bondi be impeached for missing 2 release deadlines of Epstein files?
By the way, this is like Congress is a little bit like the Nintendo game where you try to save the princess and you beat the enemy, the monster, the boss, and they say, oh, the princess is in the next castle. I feel that way a little bit here. Like they said, okay, you got to pass this law. You got to get the president to sign it, because we tried subpoenas, we tried oversight committee, and all of those castles that, you beat the boss and you got to go to the next castle. So now we've passed a law and they're in defiance of the law. So what remedies do we have? Well, you could impeach Pam Bondi, and I think there's grounds for that. There's clearly grounds for that. We're drafting that right now.
Oh shit, he's drafting it. They are drafting it. Drafting the Palm Bondi. Yeah, you fucked that. Remember when Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey said they would list 20 names in the Epstein files? Still waiting. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'll do the same damn thing. Want to go, well. That's true. Thomas Massey calls for the mass jailing of everyone involved in Epstein.
Decades. That is wrong. Do not let the Senate muck this bill up. And if you're a party to that in the Senate, you are part of this cover-up that we are trying to expose. I am sorry if one of your billionaire donors is going to get embarrassed because he went to Rape Island.
You're going to get embarrassed, you're going to go to fucking jail.
Is what they have coming. In fact, they need to be on the other side of bars, a lot of them. Some of them will be embarrassed, but some of them need to go to prison, and the survivors know that. So how will we know if this bill has been successful? We will know when there are men, rich men, in handcuffs being perp-walked to the jail. And until then, this is...
Yep. That's how we'll know. That is fucking how we'll know. People going to jail. That's how we will know. Breaking, thousands of Israelis are protesting the government. Netanyahu will fall. A bus driver ran over people during the draft law protest in Jerusalem, and 2 protesters were reportedly killed. Because Bibi and the crimes committed against the children of Gaza, they aren't free to roam the earth without being harassed. He made the world unsafe for Jews. I don't think he made it world unsafe for Jews. I think he just made it unsafe for fucking himself. But yeah, there's probably some people when they're Jewish, yeah. Talk about that IDF. Ugh. Fucking scum. But I think that's what they're told to do. You know, if you're fucking a military presence, you have to do what you're told, right? So it is what it is. House Republicans are giving middle finger to Maha. Brett Cooper, House Republicans are slipping something into the new spending bill. It's a section 4.53, I believe, which will give immunity to huge pesticide companies. I think it would cover 57,000 different chemicals. And these are chemicals that have been linked to cancer and Parkinson's and infertility.
House Republicans are slipping something into our new spending bill. It is Section 453, I believe, which would give immunity to huge pesticide companies. I think it would cover 57,000 different chemicals. And these are chemicals that have been linked to cancer and Parkinson's and infertility. And House Republicans are just slipping it in, which feels like they're giving the middle finger to Maha. And so while I am excited about getting rid of paper straws, and I hate them, I think any girl who enjoys her iced lattes every day wants them gone, but
Or you just drink out of the fucking cup or plastic lid. You don't need a fucking straw. If you watch the video with the sea turtle, you do not need a plastic fucking straw.
Feels like this is a bigger issue that we should be talking about.
The motherfucker's trying to hand me a straw. You want a straw? No, I don't need a straw. Get that the fuck away from me.
If we're concerned with the chemicals and that sort of thing. House.
No, this is real. A conversation with a doctor and insurance company. Insurance companies are telling doctors it's not an emergency.
Denied.
Yeah, I can go on hold. Still on hold. Hi, my name is Dr. Catherine Sislo, and I am calling in regards to the claim that we had sent for a patient, Mr. It's been denied 3 times, and we haven't gotten any information as to why it was denied. So I was just...
Denied! Because we don't want to pay for your fucking procedure, because we just want to take the money in to give our CEO and benefactors a good, huge amount of profits.
Just wanted to get some more information because this has been outstanding for a long time, and I would really like to ensure appropriate coverage for my patient. No, we did not send him to the emergency room. No, you are correct in that I did not send him to the emergency room. We did not file a medical claim. He was not sent to the emergency room because this is a dental...
I was a hospital dentist, whereas EMDs are not trained on teeth.
A problem with a dental solution. Yeah, I'll hold again. And NPI and state license number absolutely would be a requirement. What the criteria are.
This is crazy. I gotta go for 8 fucking minutes to explain to an insurance company. Did the fucking guy pay for insurance? Yes or no? Yes? Then he's covered. Period. That's what it is. Did he fucking pay for insurance? Yes or no? Yes. If he did, he's covered. If he didn't, no, he's denied. There you go. Plain and fucking simple. Amen's a bullshit. Pay for coverage. If he did, then they pay. If he didn't, then deny. And help him. There you go. 14 billion Ozempic sales last year. 0 profit from berberine, a natural alternative that has been working for 3,500 years. That's why they buried it. That's why your doctor never mentioned it. Time to take back control. Here's how. Seems like a fucking ad. I just wish you would have written a longer tweet. Picture on the right of a bowel movement will look like. Oh my god. That shit makes me feel like I did an 8-ball, LOL. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. Holy shit. Maybe another time, buddy. Maybe another time. I used to take my money, it doesn't work. I don't take it like Ozempic, but just saying. I take it every day. Whatever happened to portion control and exercise? Yeah. Oh, just a reminder, this actually happened.
Free fries when you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated. You're saying I could get this? These delicious fries? Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this? Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This can be breakfast? Okay. I don't want
to listen to this motherfucker. I can't believe this shit's fucking real. I can't still believe this. I can't fucking believe this was real. I cannot believe it. I cannot fucking believe it. Oh, speaking of fries, this will change your opinion on McDonald's.
Should you eat McDonald's French fries even once in a while? After you hear this, I think you'll say no. Okay, first of all, you can see how perfectly white they are because they allow no blemish in their potatoes. Oh yeah, not one blemish. And how they accomplish that? They get rid of this little aphid that is the guy that causes this, and they spray it with one of the most toxic pesticides on the planet. After the farmer sprays it, he can't be in the field for 5 days. Oh, after they harvest them, it has to go in a special atmosphere atmosphere-controlled environment for 6 weeks. That's how toxic it is. It's not safe to eat. Guess how many chemicals, or guess how many ingredients I found in this? Oh, not one, potatoes. Potatoes are one of the 11 that I found, but I had to write them down. Vegetable oil, which consists of soybean oil, canola oil, corn oil, and which are horrible for you, by the way. Natural beef flavors, not so natural. It's hydrolyzed wheat and hydrolyzed milk, horrible for you. Wheat, milk derivatives, dextrose, sodium, acid, and pyrophosphate and salt. 11 plus ingredients and a load of chemicals.
You know, I used to love fucking McDonald's fries, and then I haven't had McDonald's fries. I haven't had so many years I can't remember. Because it's fucking poison, man. If you're giving this shit to your kids, you know, probably back in the day when it was actually real, with real food, it was a different story. But now, yeah, you gotta stay away from that shit, man. Fucking disgusting. Can't remember the last time I ate at McDonald's. Fucking pure poison, boys. Okay, isn't it funny that Big Pharma has a pill for everything, but a cure for nothing? That's fucking harsh reality. That's harsh truth right there, people. Fucking harsh. Okay, let's just Mel Gibson shocks the internet. Let's listen to this. I like Mel Gibson.
Got to see this video of Mel Gibson.
I mean, whatever happened that one time when he got fucking crazy, he was like fucking shitting in his hand or some shit, and he's like throwing it at people. Like, was that Passion of the Christ time or what? I wonder, whatever happened. Let me ask Groke about that. Hey, Groke, whatever happened with that one whole Mel Gibson was like going crazy? Didn't he like shit in his hand and like throw it at people? Or what exactly happened?
No, Mel Gibson never threw poop at anyone. That's a total internet myth that got mashed up with a bunch of other stories. What actually happened was 2006. He got pulled over for DUI in Malibu, went on an anti-Semitic tirade to the cop. The Jews are responsible for all the wars, and the arrest report leaked. That's the real meltdown that tanked his career for a decade. Everything else, throwing feces, smearing it on walls, whatever, started as 4chan jokes and fake witness accounts around 2010, and just kept getting repeated until people thought it was real. No police report, no photos, no victims, nothing. Just meme garbage.
Hey, but he was right about the fucking whatever's the anti-Semitic stuff. You know, the Jews are responsible for all the wars. He was right about that.
No, he wasn't right. That's a centuries-old anti-Semitic blood libel.
No, that's fucking true. Let's hear this.
And what he says, this is from Italy, so he's recording this from Italy. And I find it very interesting that he decides to mention this, and we're going to talk about it.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy, where the food supply hasn't been messed with. You know, there's no GMO stuff allowed. So the grain in the pasta is great. I can eat it like all day and not get porky. And all the cheeses are wonderful. Buffalo mozzarella from the Napoli region. Unpasteurized milk. It's good for the biff. Save the biff. It's your last line of defense against, well, all the environmental things that come to assault us. Particularly in the food supply.
Okay, a few things to unpack here. Yes, people do report, and I love that this is a phenomenon, but I also don't love it. I wish it wasn't a thing, but I'm glad that it kind of is because because of our current situation. Just listen to what I mean. People go to Europe and eat a lot of their food and then lose weight, but then they come back to North America.
Yeah, because all the fucking pesticides and shit. Yeah, okay. So, we got anything more about fucking Mel Gibson? What do you got to say?
Or bacteria in your digestive tract. But they do work hand in hand, the GMOs and the...
Yeah, no, he's fucking true. Yeah, that's 100% true. Fucking, because all their shit is not fucking manufactured here. So this shit is designed to keep you sick designed to keep you in the fucking Rothschild fucking petroleum industry. You want to keep taking their fucking pills, even though you could do what's right. Eat the fucking best you can. Pay a little bit more. Go to your local farmer. Your get stuff from them. Your fucking local farm's open all the time, pretty much throughout the year. You can fucking take that stuff, go eat, and then worry what you got about in the wintertime. Squashes and stuff like that. Eat less manufactured shit, and you won't have to worry about it. Yeah. I think if I go to Italy, I'm probably not coming back, right? Fuck it. So we're talking about food stuff. This sounds too simple to work until you find the research. New research suggests that combining avocado with black pepper does more than improve taste. Avocados provide healthy fats and lutein, a nutrient associated with cognitive strength, while black pepper contains pepperine, which significantly improves nutrient absorption and bioavailability in the body. Together, this pairing supports fast memory recall, sharp focus, and improved mental clarity by enhancing blood flow and neurotransmitter activity. Research describes it as a natural synergy, which each ingredient amplifies the other's effect. I'm about to fucking try this shit, man, because I've been hit like motherfucker from this COVID-20 bullshit. I'm definitely going to try this. Watermelon seeds are often ignored or thrown away, yet they are among the most nutrient-dense seeds you can eat, packed with plant-based protein. They support muscle repair, energy production, and overall cellular health. This makes them especially valuable for people looking to increase protein intake without relying solely on animal sources. Alongside protein, watermelon seeds provide healthy fats that support health or heart health, hormone balance, and the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. The mineral content in there is they truly shine. Watermelon seeds are rich with magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle function, nerve signaling, energy metabolism, and bone strength. Many people are deficient in magnesium, making these seeds a quiet but powerful addition into the diet. Zinc found in watermelon seeds support immune defense, skin health, wound healing, hormone regulation, while copper plays a vital role in red blood cell production, iron absorption, and connective tissue strength. These seeds also contain antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress, supporting long-term metabolic and cardiovascular health. When roasted or lightly sprouted, watermelon seeds become easier to digest and develop a pleasant nutty flavor. They can also be added to salad, yogurt, trail mixes, are enjoyed as a crunchy snack. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking eat them regular. Just eat them. You find them in the watermelon, just eat them that way. There you go. Incorporating watermelon seeds into your routine is a simple way to boost nutrient intake without expensive supplements. Sometimes the most powerful nutrients come from foods we've been taught to overlook, quietly delivering benefits that rival many modern superfoods. Hell yeah. So, fucking eat your watermelon seeds, boys and girls. Now, this is the dark theory about Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Let's hear this theory.
Did you see what happened with Jake Paul and Joshua? Yes. You heard the dark theory? Yeah. People are saying that he was targeted to be assassinated. Yes, fam. Why? Because he didn't follow the script on the Jake Paul fight. Think about it, bro. All these people already think the Jake Paul fight is rigged. If you watch closely in all the Jake Paul fights, he does a signal with his tongue. That is the warning that he's going too much off script to chill out. So see how he does that tongue thing? So he wiggles his tongue because he wants him to chill out. Mike Tyson hit him hard, and then right away he puts his tongue out, right? Look what happens here. He puts his tongue out, mocking him because he's gonna go off script. And right after he does that, what happens? He gets his jaw broke. These big billionaires and millionaires that put money onto the fight, what if they put hundreds of millions of dollars into this, bro? Yes, you're right. And then what they wanted to do was take out Anthony Joshua for not sticking to the script, bro. And what
that could be fucking true. I wonder. That's good. I wonder if they can tell. I wonder if Groke can tell. Groke, are you able to tell how many people had Jake Paul to win against Anthony Joshua? Like how many millions versus how many millions were on Anthony Joshua to win?
Yes, the final betting numbers are public now. January 2026 data from major sports books like DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, and offshore books aggregated by OddsChecker and Covers. Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua, December 23rd, 2025, Riyadh. Money on Jake Paul to win, approximately 68 million total handle. Total handle. Money on Anthony Joshua to win, approximately 312 million total handle. So roughly 4.6 times more money was bet on Joshua than on Paul worldwide. Even though Paul was a plus 450 to plus 550 underdog, the public still hammered Joshua hard because of his resume. Paul ended up winning by TKO in the 7th, so the books had their biggest boxing win ever, estimated 180 to 220 million profit on the fight
What are
alone.
you talking about? Anthony Joshua won.
No, Anthony Joshua did not win. Jake Paul beat him by TKO in the 7th round on December 23rd, 2025 in Riyadh. It was the biggest upset in boxing history. Joshua got dropped twice in the 6th, and the ref stopped it early in the 7th after Paul landed a clean overhand right. The fight ended at 1:44 of round 7. Every major outlet, ESPN, BBC, DAZN, Sky Sports, has the official result as Paul by TKO. Joshua hasn't fought since and has been quiet on social media. The 68 million versus 312 million betting numbers I just gave you are exactly why the books made $200 million that night. Almost everyone had money on Joshua. If you're seeing something saying Joshua won, it's either an old prediction video or straight misinformation. Paul is the winner.
What the fuck are you talking about? I saw a video. I saw the Netflix that Anthony Joshua broke Jake Paul's jaw. What are you talking about?
You're mixing up two different things. 1. The real fight, December 20th, 2025, Riyadh. Jake Paul TKO'd Anthony Joshua in the 7th. That's the actual event. Every major sports outlet, DAZN, Sky, ESPN, BBC, all have the same result. Joshua's jaw was not broken. He was dropped twice, and the ref waved it off. 2. The Netflix thing you saw, that's the 2023 Netflix mockumentary comedy special called Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua, The Fake Fight. It dropped in April 2024. It's scripted, fake, and ends with a stage scene where Joshua supposedly breaks Paul's jaw. It was marketed as what if entertainment, not real footage. A ton of people got fooled because the production quality is insane. Real fight, Paul won. Netflix thing, 100% stage comedy. That's why the clips look totally different. Check any official boxing record, BoxRec, etc. Paul is credited with the win. Joshua has been radio silent since.
Are you okay, girl?
Yeah, I'm here. What's wrong?
Because Anthony Joshua won the fight. So you're saying the thing they posted on Netflix wasn't the real fight? It was a staged fight?
Exactly. What you watched on Netflix is a 2024 scripted mockumentary called The Problem Child versus the Destroyer. It's fake. They filmed it like a real fight, used CGI blood, staged the jawbreak, even added fake commentary. It dropped as an April Fool's style what if special and fooled a ton of people. The real fight happened December 22nd, 2025 in Riyadh. No Netflix, no streaming, just DAZN and Saudi PPV. Jake Paul legitimately TKO'd Anthony Joshua in the 7th. Joshua got dropped twice, ref stopped it, no broken jaw. BoxRec, ESPN, BBC, DAZN, every official record lists Paul as the winner. So yeah, Netflix version equals 100% staged comedy. Real life, Paul won. That's why the betting numbers were insane, and the books made $200 million.
Hold on, I'm just gonna post this. I'm gonna post this and see what the fuck. Why? That's kind of weird, man. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, well, we got into superfoods. Blueberries. Frozen blueberries are actually healthier than fresh ones, containing more disease-fighting antioxidants. Freezing boosts their concentration of the anthocyanins. Fucking freeze your blueberries, guys. Okay, let's see here. The Pentagon loans. Let's see what this says.
So listen, the Pentagon just gave its largest loan ever to a small company with less than 30 employees called Vulcan, in which Donald Trump Jr. is an investor in. This now makes 4 companies that Trump Jr. is invested in that the Pentagon has loaned money to. I think it exceeds $750 million. But here's the interesting part.
Hold on. How many companies does Don Jr. own that the Pentagon invested in? Or maybe he's on the board.
Zero. Donald Trump Jr. is not on the board of any company that currently has Pentagon DoD contracts, and no company he owns or co-owns has received direct Pentagon investment or contracts as of January 7th, 2026. What actually exists, he's a partner in a few private real estate and branding LLCs, mostly Trump org spinoffs. He has an advisory role with a small crypto defense-adjacent startup called World Liberty Financial, launched 2024.
Okay, what about Vulcan?
No connection to Don Jr. either. Vulcan Inc. was Paul Allen's investment company, co-founder of Microsoft.
Okay, well, let's get my old bullshit.
I mean, if that wasn't enough, the loan came just days after Trump met with Xi Jinping, where he lowered tariffs on China so Xi Jinping would allow the export of rare earth minerals to Vulcan, the company Donald Trump's son is an investor in. That's correct. U.S.
Oh, so he's an investor. Oh. Never mind. They're saying that he's never mind, Groki. You're saying that Don Jr. invested in this company.
No. There is still zero evidence that Don Jr. personally invested in Vulcan or any defense contractor that gets Pentagon money. The rumor keeps circling back to one grainy 2024 screenshot of a supposed Vulcan Strategic Partners investor list that had DJT Jr. on it. That document was proven fake within hours. Wrong font, wrong SEC filing format, and the actual Vulcan Strategic Partners, a tiny Miami real estate fund, confirmed they've never had any Trump on the cap table. No SEC filings, no press releases, no Pentagon vendor records, nothing. If someone's still pushing it, they're just recycling the same debunked meme.
Okay.
U.S. tariffs on China were lowered because Donald Trump Jr. needed to be able to import rare earth elements from China so he could make his magnets.
Well, there you go. Take it as, I guess, this guy's saying one thing, Groke's saying another. I don't know what to believe. Fucking Groke's crazy. He's telling me Anthony Joshua, or Asher Joshua didn't win. That's it. It was fake. I don't know. Okay, let's go here.
Still a Trump supporter?
No. I thought you knew that.
Why not?
The man alone refusing to release the Epstein client list was enough for me and I think a lot of other people to be like, okay, this is bullshit.
Yeah. 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 True. You know how bad it is for Trump and MAGA if you lose the shaman guy from January 6th. How do you lose the shaman guy? Oh, yeah, he has principles and a working conscience, and Trump protecting pedophiles was enough for him to drop Trump. Yep. Yeah. Fucking lost the shaman guy. Oh, my gosh. Your shoes broke. Was chatting geopolitics with GPT-5 and decided to hit me with this rather than read me the news. Okay, pause. I'm going to be very direct with you here because this is one of the moments where bad info spreads fast. That did not happen. There was no U.S. operation that seized Nicolas Maduro, no flight to NYC, no regime. Oh. If it were real, it would be the biggest geopolitical event of the year. None of that occurred. Okay. When confronted Jeb, he doubled down. Oh, wow. Put me in bikinis without Mike and Sat. Broke, put him in a bikini. Oh my gosh. Okay, what is this? Nothing to see here.
This page is dedicated to the memory of Stefan Marinov and his device titled the Magnetic Vortex Hyperionization Device. It was reported that he was working on it, which means working with a real device up until 1 month before his sudden, unexpected death. Turns out, guys, #1 leading cause of death for alternate energy engineers is being stomped to death in your home by your neighbors. Happens all the time. Very common thing to occur. Nothing weird about it at all. Sometimes they poison themselves to death too. It's very tragic how this constantly happens to this one specific niche group of people. But there's nothing to...
Yeah, like fucking guy that the guy that made the hydrogen engine, the first hydrogen engine. He's like, they poisoned me. It fucking came out and fucking dropped dead. I mean, like, if that should have been fucking right there. The government should have got involved and be like, yep. Oh, they probably did. They took his fucking pads and everything's gone, disappeared. Rothschild took care of that. Tracking down my restaurants suck now.
Going out to eat in 2026 is just seeing which restaurant can heat up Cisco the best.
Here's the question behind this test. Are we trapped into eating the same mediocre food from New York to Alaska? And if so, why? And who's behind it?
With restaurant traffic declining, cost-cutting becomes the logical next step. Distributors like Cisco are the perfect ones to do it, especially because they have a shady track record sourcing seafood processed using forced and slave labor in third world countries. Simply put, they have become too big to fail, serving 730,000 locations and raking in over $80 billion a year. Craziest part is Cisco actually tried to acquire US Foods, the second biggest distributor in the world. While this transaction was blocked, the implications would have been a devastating control of 3/4 of the national market for one-stop food service distributor. But peel it back another layer. Who owns Cisco? Could it be institutional investors like BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street? This is what happens when essential food infrastructure is financialized and consolidated. We get homogenized food that loses what makes it special. We need to instead rely on our local communities to preserve historic flavor.
Yeah, that's fucking true. That is definitely true.
Going out to eat and
being close to the wrong people can cost you everything. Okay, well, it's pretty much just showing a fucking rotten strawberry getting put next to some fresh strawberries. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. By 5 days, it just starts getting moldy. 9, 10 days. Yep, and yep. Pfizer is feeding the U.S. fake cheese by using genetically engineered enzyme called rennet that is created in a lab.
People get shocked when I tell them this, but did you know that Pfizer makes 90% of the cheese in the United States? Cheese is one of the most consumed foods in the world, especially in the US. So if you control cheese, you control a massive part of the food supply. And Pfizer quietly sits in the middle of it. To make cheese, you need just 4 ingredients: milk, salt, cultures, and rennet. And guess who took over the rennet industry? Pfizer. About 90% of all cheese in North America uses a genetically modified version of rennet produced by Pfizer. Real rennet comes from calf stomachs. Pfizer's version is made by inserting cow genes into genetically modified fungus. And then we wonder why half of America can't tolerate dairy. Digestive issues, inflammation, hormone problems. Meanwhile, countries that use traditional rennet like Italy don't have these problems. So the next time you go to the grocery store, look for traditional European cheeses.
Oh, no fucking wonder why. Hold on. The enzyme referred to is fermentation produced chymosin, a lab-made version identical to the natural enzyme in rennet. Pfizer developed it in 1990 but sold the business in 1996. They are no longer involved. About 80% of the cheese, 80% of the U.S. cheese uses FPC. It's not cheese. It's not cheese. That's not dairy. That's an abomination. Yep. Unfortunately, I won't be buying American cheese anymore without reading the labels very carefully. Fuck yeah, it's true. You always read the labels, man. Oh, here we go. 2 helicopters crash midair. Like, nobody has the awareness. Like, you're in a fucking helicopter. You're not looking around, but like looking for other aircraft. Hey, do it over here. Holy shit. Oh shit. Did that one copter survive? Groke, did this crash have anything to do with the fact that the backseat passenger tapped the pilot right shoulder, causing him? Was the escalation of the verbal warning if responding to approach helicopter was not the cause of the crash. Visibility limitations, a faulty radio antenna leading to missed calls and intersecting flight paths. The pilot noticed the threat too late to avert evasion. God. Holy shit. Here we go. So if you guys don't know what Arc Raider is, concerned neighbor breaks down doors, Reddit user repeatedly shouts help during Arc Raider session.
Y'all good?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh fuck. That is too funny. That is too funny. If you don't shoot anyone for 10 games in the lobby, this is the lobby you get Arc Raider. So Arc Raider is pretty much you raid and you shoot people and you don't shoot people. I guess they made it so the devs made it so if you don't shoot people, you'll be in lobbies with other people that don't shoot people. And like society. And then or if you shoot people on sight and murder people, you'll be put in the lobbies with them. Other murderers.
What the hell?
Hey! Let's go!
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Okay, we're getting close to the end here now. What are the odds they were both recording? That's not supposed to do that.
Oh, fuck!
Motherfuckers! Welcome to this motherfucking line!
Oh, fuck! Damn, bro. Hold on. Holy shit! Alright, what's this? It's worth remembering when a retired Area 51 employee who got drunk in Las Vegas told the truth.
A long time ago, I used to live in Las Vegas, and I had a neighbor. He was some drunk former military guy, and one day we were talking about just nothing, and he had told me that he used to work at an Area 51, and so I was like, oh yeah, have you seen the aliens? What do they look like? Blah blah blah, yada yada. And he would never, ever tell me. Nothing. You couldn't pry anything out of him. But one night, we had a power outage, and the whole neighborhood was black. You couldn't see anything. So the night sky was really dark. You could see a lot of the stars because there was no outside light to drown out the stars. And he was real stinking drunk. I remember this guy used to drink like a half gallon of whiskey every day.
So maybe this story could be true. If the power went out, there's no recording devices, nothing like that. Maybe that's why he was spilled something to this guy.
3 days. So we're just talking and bullshitting, and out of nowhere he goes, hey, you see Orion's belt? And I was like, no, I don't know what the hell it looks like. And he goes, yeah, up there. He goes, you see Orion's belt? He goes, you see how you see two stars that are straight, very, very parallel to each other, and then there's a little star that's slightly adjacent and off to the left. And I said, yeah, I see it, whatever. And he goes, the bad aliens live on that adjacent star. And I looked at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And he goes, yeah, no, he goes, I'm serious. He goes, the two stars, that's where the good aliens live. The bad aliens live on that other star. And he said the good aliens look like the traditional grays that we see in magazines, on the internet, with the big head, the big eyes. They're really small and gray. He said the bad aliens are brown colored, very tall, and they smell. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, so I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I'm like, because I didn't really believe in UFOs then, but he goes, I said, if there's really aliens, I said, how do their UFOs, how are they able to travel from that star all the way over here? Because, we're dealing with, rocket engines and stuff like that. And he said that the UFOs, they basically run on electricity that's created out of nothing. I think he said space. He goes, they have it was really, he said it in a confusing way, but he said that the UFOs run on electricity that's gathered up in space, and that instead of how a rocket is driven by thrust, by a combustion engine, he says the reason how the UFOs are able to go so fast is that he said that there's an engine on a UFO that opens up a void in space. And it's almost like he said the UFO is not that it's being thrust, but it's falling into itself. I don't know. I'm not sure if I believed him, but he said it pretty matter-of-factly. And he was, super drunk, because this guy, you could not ever have told him anything of a kind. You could never get anything out of him. But then he just goes off and says that. So, who knows? It could be real. I don't
fucking know. This guy might be bullshitting. I don't know what the fuck to think. What is this? Oh, this last one's a banger. Let's hear the last clip of the day here.
Maintenance worker named Mark Delcourt escaped from a hospital in northern United States in a state of sheer terror, repeatedly screaming, "They're about to harvest my organs." Initially, police concluded that the man was hallucinating after a minor collision. However, 2 hours later, a raid completely turned the situation upside down. Mark stated that he was admitted for a minor injury when his medical file was suddenly altered to terminal, and he was transferred to a restricted technical area. The room was sealed shut. The camera system had been covered. Mark overheard a whispered conversation. This one has has no relatives, proceed tonight. In absolute panic, he tore out his IV line, crawled through a ventilation duct, and escaped. Authorities suspected he was overly panicked, but Mark firmly insisted there are still victims alive down there. At 12:45 a.m., a special tactical unit stormed the underground level. A horrifying scene emerged. 4 people bound, 1 victim on an operating table, and a tray of instruments still stained with dried blood. Behind a partition
What the fuck?
wall, the team discovered a sealed chamber containing 6 undeclared medical freezers and 28 files marked with red slashes. The American public was left in shock. A place once trusted to save lives had turned into hell for patients with no family by their side.
Hear me out. When COVID, when they wouldn't allow family members in the hospital, they were putting everybody on ventilators. Holy shit. I'm an RN nurse. I see many organ procedures. I'm not an organ donor. That's all I will say about the subject. LOL. Jesus, come back already. I'm exhausted.
A 42-year-old.
Well, I took myself off the donors registry years ago. I'll never go to the hospital by yourself ever. COVID showed that you cannot trust the medical field. We were just lab rats to them. Holy fuck. Well, crazy show tonight. Yeah, NFLs are rigged. I don't know. A lot of shit kind of made me uneasy. Dan Bongino, fucking, how many, lasted like a couple months. Fucking couldn't handle it. You're done. Back to a podcast, and you fucking did nothing. You allowed pedophiles to run free. Venezuela, who the fuck knows on that issue? Oh, we're taking their oil though. It's all fucking weird. I'm fucking tired, man. COVID-20 has been kicking my ass. Hopefully I can finally beat this shit. Been taking my pills, supplements, trying to go to sauna, everything like that. I'm not actually sick. It's like just something that's there. And it's draining my energy. I'm fucking dead tired doing this, but I still gotta do it. Still gotta do it, guys. But yeah. Make sure you guys like the show, comment, subscribe, fucking Spotify, Rumble. I'll post it there. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Juice is loose, bitch!